Yo, what's going on, dude? What's happening?
Howdy, y'all.
Damn, you're looking ripped.
Yeah, man.
Thanks,
you're
bro.
looking jacked, bro.
It's my new morning routine.
Are you lifting?
Just body weight stuff.
Okay.
I got a pull-up bar, too, right now,
Yeah.
so that's when that takes you to the next level.
Yeah.
Wake up every morning, 7 a.m. I used to wake up at 6 a.m. Now, 7 a.m. The extra hour gives me a little more energy, so
Yeah.
wake up at 7:15 if I'm being honest.
How many hours of sleep are you getting in a
8.
night?
Of course. 8 hours.
Okay.
I have to get my
mandatory?
full 8.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, mandatory.
Mandatory. I have to get 8. That's,
Yeah, I did Peloton 3 days in a row.
Show your legs, dude.
Not a big.
We should get clear
my legs
tables.
are
We should get
yoked.
clear tables so we can show calves if we want to.
It would be crazy.
True.
A lot of people are concerned about my body image. You know what I mean? I get body shamed quite a bit.
It's kind of bullshit.
If they saw my legs, they'd
Yeah,
be
you
like,
got ripped legs.
are bad.
True.
I'm built like fucking Saquon Barkley down there. It's crazy. Almost entirely. Other than my penis.
You think he's
I
got
would
a
imagine
huge hog?
Saquon Barkley has, I guarantee it's bigger than my penis.
You think he's a bigger penis than you?
I would be willing
I
to
don't
bet
know.
all of I'd be willing to bet my life Saquon Barkley has a larger penis than me.
Wow. Imagine playing dick poker. There has to be a
Wagers?
game. Dick poker, 1 round in and out.
I think O'Connor's got something.
You think O'Connor's got
Usually
something
little
to talk
guys
about?
have little
a little
hogs.
something to talk about.
Yeah.
True.
Lamar, how's your penis? We've never even imagined your penis. I've never even once
Well,
thought
let it
of
go
your
either
penis.
way.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I've really always thought it just asexual being.
Yeah, I have an asexual penis.
How's your dong? Pretty neither here nor there?
Yeah, it's just a regular old dog.
Fair to midland
yeah.
dong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
I
what you
could
want.
see him having a great penis.
Lemaire?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
world missing out on
Are you
Lamar's
cut?
penis.
Uncut. I would.
I'm cut.
You're cut?
dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's got that Christian,
You have a Christian penis.
penis.
Your penis is Christian?
You could sit a bunch of guys and play dick poker and just fucking have to read everybody and bet against who you think your dick's bigger than theirs. At the end, you just show your hand.
It should
There's
be
no
like
cards.
Blind Man's Bluff. Like you get a picture of your dick on your flaccid penis. You get Polaroids. Everybody Polaroids their dick right now.
Yeah.
As we're sitting.
True.
Dude, mine's. Mine would be insane. Dude.
Oh, man.
Polaroid of
It'd
the
be cool
dome.
if you could lay them out and have like a race as they grow, you know?
Ew,
Ew,
Chris.
dude, what the fuck?
Ew.
We're trying to
Yeah,
play
you
fucking
lay
dick
it out.
poker, dude.
Chris.
You're trying to
Well,
have
how do you
sex.
measure it? How do you measure
You're trying to have sex
Ew,
just by the
Chris.
eyes.
No, guys.
Just by the eyes. Dude, you're trying to have sex. What are
Ew,
you trying to
Chris. There's nothing gay about this.
Yeah, you're right. You guys are making it gay.
You
You're
want
really
you want our
defensive.
penises to grow sexually?
How else are you gonna you're gonna measure flaccid dicks?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
dude.
only true measure of a man.
Yeah, you put the yeah, hard dick
No,
doesn't
no,
even count.
it's more exciting if it's hard because then they start flaccid,
Dude.
and people get their
Come on,
bets
man.
in.
I just got done doing the podcast.
We just talked about war
We
heroes.
talked
dude.
about prisoners of war. Go to the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Listen to my history podcast.
Fucking awesome.
And we had to do it first because there's no way I wasn't going to talk about the entire podcast.
Dude, the weirdest thing was I was thinking about that earlier today. I'm like, I don't think somebody will make it through.
I'm not going to be able to get through a regular
without being
episode.
like, well, one quick thing.
Yeah, let me tell you something about the 1905 Russo-Japanese War. Yeah, there's no chance.
So when you called me, I was like, oh, perfect.
I also forgot a major fact
What?
in the Patreon.
Dude.
Right when we got done, I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
You got to
do
be
it
able
now.
to stop and edit. That's when you do a history podcast, you
for
need to
sure.
stop like every sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, a lot
Also-
of that's also, they have teleprompters you can put over your camera that you just go like, hey guys, and I'm like, how the fuck are these guys keeping this many like things in their head straight?
True.
It's a teleprompter right over your webcam.
That's how they do it. We're not dumb.
Exactly.
You and me aren't idiots.
If we sat and wrote out, we should one day sit out and write a podcast.
I don't write
Like,
I don't write a set list.
Hey Shane, I agree.
Dude, I don't write, like I'll have a show and wait until 2 minutes before I'm on stage. Like a room full of people waiting to hear me talk and I'm
Yep.
like, fuck.
I know.
Like, I wait till
Yeah.
the feature's almost done and I'm like, oh fuck.
It's so funny to watch.
What do I have to say? I'm going to bomb. What am I going to fucking talk about?
Well, that's the thing because if you wrote it earlier, you'd just be thinking about that bombing for longer.
True.
I feel like that's what. Yeah. Whenever you just like panic and put something together, you're like, well, this sucks, but I only
No,
have
that's
to
when
worry
it's
about
funny.
it for 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I don't know about you. Oh, also, check the Patreon out because that Spud intro video.
Oh,
What a
yeah.
fucking
He's a
monster.
master
dude.
documentarian. Dude.
I called him today on
Lot
the
of
way.
Easter eggs in
that was
there.
today. That was on the
Yeah.
way here. I called him and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this history podcast today. Can you make that for me?" And he just exactly how I envisioned it.
It's crazy.
Exactly
He's
how
like
I
a young
envisioned it.
Adam
So
Curtis.
good.
Who's that? Did you ever see Adam Curtis's documentaries? That was the guy who did Century of the Self and all those things. He uses like a ton of old stockpile footage. It looks really cool.
Spud rules.
Spud's nasty,
Yeah.
dude. He was fucking with Adobe. I showed him a little premiere, and he was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some
Off to
Easter
the
eggs in there
races.
that lets you know it is Spud making that intro.
I know.
Great Easter egg. Anyway.
Shout out Amber.
Whoa, Chris. That's what I hate about Chris.
Dude, I can't believe he
I
wants
won't
us
do
to,
this.
I can't believe he wants us to have sex, dude.
He wants us to have homosexual
I don't
sex.
see. I don't think you guys are
penis.
appreciating
I know.
how much better it would be because you have a round of betting, just blind bet.
Yeah.
Right.
That's more
Then you
dick-
whip
that's
out,
dick blackjack.
Then you whip out the soft.
There could be.
Another round of betting takes place.
Ooh,
I hear you on that. I
hear
do
what
like
you're
that.
saying.
That's the
Well,
flop.
Then it's
That's the flop.
Then it's all races, yeah.
Then you see the flop.
That's Texas Hold'em.
But yeah, coming off of an episode of just absolute war heroes, prisoners of war, and then
I had a lot of respect too.
you had no respect.
What? You
You
kidding
need
me?
to respect the
I was
troops.
full of respect, dude.
Disgust me.
I just love all the troops, dude. You know that about me.
Has any McCusker served?
My uncles, dude. Two of my uncles lost
Oh,
their fingers,
shit.
dude. Two of my uncles in the Navy. I don't think they saw active duty.
How'd they lose their fingers?
That's
Probably
the
just
best
fucking around
way
on the dock.
That's the best way to get out of service is like can't shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both lost their
Clip your
point. I have two uncles that
Both lost their trigger fingers
tip of their trigger fingers.
during Vietnam?
No, dude, they were like on the they were like
In like the 90s?
shitty mechanics in the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like the late 70s Navy.
I have no respect for troops in the 90s other than Desert Storm.
Desert Storm was no joke.
When was
dude.
Panama? Was that the 80s?
Panama? Sounds like something you do in the 80s.
Yeah.
Panama's a very 80s kind of place.
Panama.
Yeah, I would say.
There's a lot of neon lights
Yeah.
Mhm.
stuff.
Panama was probably in the 80s, but yeah, two
Yeah.
of my uncles, dude, lost their goddamn fingers,
True.
dude.
I apologize for
Serving,
questioning the McCuskers.
Like sweeping up the deck of a Navy, whatever the lowest thing was.
Got a splinter. Got infected.
Yeah, dude. My mom's cousin was in Vietnam.
Mm.
He's a bad boy.
How was your Christmas? Let's get right down to it. What did Santa bring you?
Just a knife.
A knife?
Just got a knife.
That's how you're going to live like your uncles.
That's
dude.
all I got. I got a knife.
You know in Gump, the Lieutenant Dan montage of all of his relatives dying in different wars? That's
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
That's you guys losing fingers throughout history. I've seen you lose a finger.
You almost lost
I've
this
seen
finger.
you close.
Yeah. It's family curse, dude. Can't believe I've reversed that. That should have been a lost finger. That time I
For
slipped.
now, dude.
True, I can always.
You
cut
just
it.
got a knife. Why'd
I
you
get
get a
one
knife?
horrible. That was the for our family Pollyanna.
Someone gave you a knife.
I got a knife.
What kind of knife?
Yeah.
Just a little pocket knife, a little sticker. Not a switchblade, nothing mechanical, fancy.
A
just-
fucking...
Swiss Army.
Not just a little it's like a pocket knife. I think it's legal. I think it's actually a little bit bigger than
Is it
4 fingers.
Is it for something or?
Just for fucking protecting myself, dude, my
Yeah.
rights.
Nice.
So I got
And your
knife.
rights.
My dad gave me a shotgun like last month.
I'm
Father to
thinking
son transaction, and now I have a
thinking
knife.
about getting a gun.
Everybody's thinking about getting a gun.
Dude,
Yeah.
gun sales have I think like gone up. They're at like a historical high right now.
I watched that movie Nocturnal Animals. Did you ever see that movie?
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, and it made me want to get a
What
gun.
takes place in that?
A guy's driving through like Texas, like West Texas, and like a bunch of hee-hawing guys fucking pull him over.
They made a movie about white guys being scary?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's our turn right now.
And
Yeah.
they pull him over.
Big time, bro.
It's Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a white guy. It's white
Bro.
on white.
Yeah. So Jake
You wanna-
Gyllenhaal is like the guy who's getting like messed with by the.
He's driving through with his wife and daughter.
Yeah.
And they like,
There's just white Texans
just
being like,
trash
"Come here,
out there."
boy."
yeah, they take his wife and daughter.
They smelled
Oh.
pussy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like blood in the water down there.
Yeah.
Pussy goes down to West Texas.
Oh, so it was like
yeah, they
that.
like ran him off the road.
Damn.
They're the horniest guys ever. That should have been the title of the movie.
Yeah.
The horniest guys on earth.
Nocturnal Animals is pretty close.
Yeah.
Damn. So these horny ass guys
Yeah.
try to basically Mr. Steal Your Girls, dude.
Big time,
Yeah.
dude.
And I was just watching this being like, this could happen to me. I'm
Yeah, you need a
weak.
gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can get a
and then-
magnetic mount for like right underneath your steering wheel.
Just in
Pop
case
out.
somebody wants to
Yeah.
rape your girlfriend.
yeah. It's just like, you
You
know
have to have a
what?
gun.
I do
True.
need to be able to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
I
all
think
do.
that's-
We all
yeah.
need to be able to murder.
Just in an emergency. Just neutralize.
True.
So.
What kind
got
of
me
kind of
thinking.
piece do you think you get?
I don't know. I don't really know anything about the. Yeah, it'd have to be small, you know.
You should get a revolver.
I want to be able to take it with me all the time. I kind of want to just always.
You
have
want
a
a carry
gun.
permit?
I just want. Yeah, I just want to always have a gun.
Of anybody in this
That'd
room
be awesome.
are last on who should have a gun. I've never seen a guy spaz harder.
Yeah, I think
You need to carry.
Well,
you need to
yeah.
carry. You need to start carrying a weapon at all times for sure.
Yeah.
One of us wouldn't have made it out of that lake house. You had a handgun that trip, dude.
Yeah, I need to start. Yeah.
Card game would have ended. Would have been like the Wild West.
No,
dude.
I'd be responsible with it. You don't
Yeah,
think I'd
right.
be responsible with it?
I'd have been Doc
You
Holliday.
can't drink.
I just want to feel.
Carry a
power.
gun. You can't be drunk at all.
We would
No,
have
it's
been playing.
true.
We would have been playing horse race, drinking game. I would have been sitting there like Doc Holliday. You would have taken your gun out, spun it around.
I mean, it's so hard. I couldn't drive with a gun. I was talking to my friend today. He said he used to have an Uzi. He's like never really shot it, except he's like in the 90s on New Year's, there was like all abandoned houses behind me. So New Year's Eve, I would just go brrr and just shoot the abandoned houses.
Jesus, some crackhead woke up to it. Some Vietnam vet was
imagine-
sleeping in there, just like not again.
Imagine on the New Year's,
Like a
your neighbor's
Home
just
Alone.
going like brrr, just fucking ripping an Uzi right out of the back of his house into just like an old dilapidated brick building.
Yeah. You'd want to carry yourself like you don't have one, so that people don't see it coming. you
True.
know? I try to calm things down.
What would you do the thing underneath the arm so you'd like go like that?
Yeah.
Like Data from fucking Goonies or whatever. Pictures
good.
of power.
You should also, my boy who was talking about Uzis today was also telling us, it was so fucking funny.
Jeez.
He got his nephew a thing that looks like a cop badge. But if you pull it out, it's a little knife.
Wait, what's it look like?
It's like a fake cop badge.
That has a knife in it?
And you pull it down,
You'd
there's
be
like
like,
a
freeze on the cops.
there's a little
You can just hurt someone.
It's like a knife in a boot tip.
which is funny. You falsely wearing a cop badge.
Yeah.
You whip a knife
I'm
out
actually
of
a
it.
cop. Actually, I'm a criminal.
Fuck, that was making me laugh so fucking hard.
That is funny.
That's such a sick present, dude. Oh, what do you know about that, dude?
How old's the nephew?
He's
like 12.
He's like 18.
Oh, perfect age.
17.
Perfect stabbing age.
For sure, 100%.
17, 18, that's when you're going to
Yeah,
get us.
dude.
If you're going to stab someone,
This
those are
dude,
the prime years.
this dude rules harder than anyone I can possibly think. That was the dude who I pulled up on the other day, and he was talking about, I don't even remember, I talked about this somewhere, I forget where, but that was the guy who hit, that was when I was doing stand-up, but I like saw him, he looked all tired, and I was like, what'd you get into last night?
Yeah.
He's like, Battlebots is back on TV. He's like, they used to have 75 robots, now they have 250 in the tournament. He's like, dude, I was
Holy
up
shit.
all fucking night.
This guy had an Uzi? He's watching Battlebots? Who is this guy?
He's my boy, dude. It's one of
Your
my- it's one of my
squad. Your
closest
squad is
guys.
nuts, dude. If he ever tells you about members of his squad,
Oh, yeah,
it's
my
just like,
squad
dude,
is-
who are you hanging out with? Who do you go hang out with?
Yeah. Where do you find a badge that turns into a knife?
Dude, I don't know, man.
It's like the Battlebots, dude.
yeah.
Merch table.
That is, yeah.
Dude is so fucking. He'll like show me. I'm like, how was like Halloween? He was like pumped on Halloween, so he had like a sick Bane costume. This guy's a fucking man. He was like, he's like showing me pictures of the party, and then he's like, it's him, and he's like, I don't know what like.
It's just Luis Gomez.
No, this dude fucking. He pulls up this one picture and he goes, I don't know what your. Before he shows me the picture, he's like, I don't know how you grew up or what your neighborhood's like, but like at our parties, we usually have like a crackhead from the neighborhood we invite over and just give him drugs. He was like, here's me with Lewis or whatever.
Yeah. Luis.
Yeah, whatever his name was. He's like, he was fucked up, dude. We gave him like probably 1,000 milligrams of weed edibles.
Oh, man.
Holy
That's a fun thing to
shit,
do at a
yeah,
party.
yeah.
Bringing a homeless guy, just toss drugs in him.
Yeah,
It's
they're-
real. That's like real, like rich people energy. It feels
True.
Like. That's like real.
Bringing in the help and like just being like,
fucking them up.
yeah, give him ketamine.
That was the. There was a guy, Omar, in West Philadelphia, who used to go into my brother's shop, and he was like, my brother would like pay him to like take out the trash or whatever, and he was like, it was a Moroccan dude. He would come in and like, when he wasn't all fucked up, he would take the trash out, do his thing, but then he was like homeless, so he would just go to parties at Penn, and like kids would just feed him acid and shit, and he loved it. He would just go out. I would drive past him. He would sit in front of cars and like try to slow them down with his hands, and people
Probably
were
worked every once in a while.
I mean, dude, it stopped traffic.
Every once in a while, they'd
Yeah.
hit a traffic light and he'd be
I'd
like,
slow down.
No, he would stop traffic. They'd have to stop or they would
oh,
hit
he
him.
would stand in the way.
He'd
and
be in the way
He'd
and-
Harry Potter spell them.
Yeah.
He'd be like, Stopicus.
He'd expel our arm or something.
Yeah.
Dude. But yeah, that was he died.
Nice.
Killed himself, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he killed
Not
himself.
how I thought he was going to go.
I talked about that
I was
before.
going to, you know what I would have guessed?
What, hit by a car?
Hit by a car for sure. Thought he would have went the way of the paper boy.
No, he came to my brother's wedding, I think, actually. We had a little party at my parents' house, and he like came out and was
And
just
he was like, I have an objection.
crushing beer. No.
Speak now or forever
This is
hold your
before
peace.
that.
He's like, hold up.
He was crushing beers, and then my brother was like, you have to get him the fuck. He started wiling out, dude.
He was at a wedding?
He came to my brother's wedding. Yeah, my brother had him come
Oh
out to
my
like
God.
the after party at my parents' house. And
At your parents' house?
Why
Yeah.
did he invite a homeless?
because Omar was just like, he was like his right hand. He would always hang in the
Oh,
shop
okay.
with him. When he wasn't drinking, he was great. But then when he started hitting
What did he do at the
booze,
party?
he just started talking shit to people, like being a motherfucker. So then I had to take him home.
Obviously.
I mean, yeah, dude. When you talked to him, it was weird because he was like, he claimed that he was like a doctor in Morocco. So, but he was
He
like,
probably was.
he knew. I know. He like, dude. When he wasn't drinking, he would tell you shit, and he was like, "Damn, that's fucking
Yeah.
crazy." He also, if he saw an Asian person, he would go, "I'm on to you," because he had like theories about what they were really up to. Which is,
What are they really up to?
he had some. He
Who?
was making. This is Omar's words. He was making.
I just
like,
told you what they were
True.
up to. No good. Join the Patreon.
He had made an extraterrestrial connection, so he was like
Oh.
hitting them with like theories on like Earth versus like planets and shit. They were like,
Wait, he
fuck-
thought Asians.
he thought they were aliens. He thought-
He was on that tip.
But he would sit there and he would talk about it for like in depth. Though it was weird. But he yeah. So I took him home.
Medicine's a little bit different in Morocco.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that was like 101.
Biology.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
well, here's the deal.
Well,
None of this works on Asians.
But yeah, so I took him home, and then him and Brittany argued, of course, the whole way home. And then Brittany threatened to stab him. And then he tried to get out of my car on 95. And I was like, dude, you got to make it to West
What are
Philly.
you doing?
I was just...
This
I didn't
is
thi-
you.
What do you mean?
This is your life.
This is a while ago.
What were they arguing? What were they arguing about?
He was just like kind of talking. He was just like talking shit. He was like talking to me. And then Brittany would say something. And he'd be like, yeah, right.
You were probably like, nice, dude.
And she was like, Omar, if you don't stop, I'm gonna fuck you up. And he's like, you won't do shit to me. And she's like, I'll fucking stab you. And he was like, oh, fucking stab. I'm like, both of you guys, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Damn.
Yeah, dude. She was pissed at him.
Yikes.
I'm like, you're arguing with. I was like, you're arguing with a
Damn,
schizophrenic.
driving a homeless dude. You ever put like a cat in a car?
Oh,
Yeah,
It
yeah.
must have been nuts, dude.
He was
just
just-
crawling around in the back.
they just chill, foot up on the whole back seat, just like fully comfortable, full vagabond
Wow.
posture, dude. Just fucking.
Damn.
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
That is wild.
But no, yeah, I was chilling with my boy today, dude. That guy is one of the funniest dudes in the world. His Battlebot revelation made me laugh for like 3 days. Just being like, dude, they got 250 bots in the tournament, dude.
It's a big tournament, the big dance.
He's like, dude. He was like talking. He was like describing.
I thought when I was young, I was like, Battlebots is gonna be the coolest fucking thing I've ever even imagined. And it sucked,
I
dude.
thought it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Battlebots sucked. The best
Never.
move you could do is a thing with like a ramp. That was the best
There
one.
was the drill. There was the boar.
One of them had a ramp that just flipped the other one over, and it was like,
Just
all
like
right,
an
that's
angled
it.
ramp.
Yeah.
you
One of
drive
them was
at it.
literally a wedge. In fact, that was probably its name, was Wedge.
I think, yeah.
And it was the most unstoppable
There was
Battlebot.
there was the boar. The boar was pretty good. The one that would just drill a hole in you.
I don't even think they were drills connected to remote control cars, so there was nothing like it was against steel. The car would just
you
stop.
can do a metal bit.
No, I mean the
There wasn't enough.
wheels. There wasn't enough
force.
pressure for the drill, so
Oh,
none of the
yeah.
weapons. There was like one with like a blowtorch for some reason,
Yeah.
a flamethrower that did absolutely nothing.
Dude,
the wedge just flipped them. Dude, what are you laughing at? You like wedge?
Because, dude, I fucking love Battlebots. They had the one with the
But
big
the slammer.
hammer. The
Yeah,
big
that's the
hammer.
only-
in
yeah, the
there.
hammer. That's
So what's that guy
He's
do?
still in the tournament. He's
Nothing.
still in the tournament.
The
What if
tournament's
he gets-
going
The
now.
hammer isn't. Yeah, dude.
big
it's
dance is on
Thursdays,
right
bro. Thursdays, dude.
Holy shit!
But the wedge beats the hammer every
Wedge
time.
is the best.
The
Because it
wedge
just
will
tips
flip
the
you.
hammer over,
The
right?
wedge will flip it. Yeah, the hammer's top heavy for sure.
Every single one of these things is a remote control car that some
Robot.
retard attached like a hammer to. You should get into the Battlebot.
I
game.
want to Joe Rogan. What Joe Rogan does, the UFC. I'm trying to get into Battlebots. I'm like, whoa! I'm here with
The
another. I'm
reaction.
here with
Yeah.
a Japanese kid. Like, Yoshimoto, I'm here with the winner of Battlebots. What do you got to say
Yeah.
for yourself? Like, arm around him.
What do you think Yoshimoto would say?
He's just. I mean, it would be subtitled. Obviously, he'd be like, I'm very happy and very pleased and very proud.
Very pleased with my wedge.
I'm taking the wedge.
The wedge is. What's the wedge up to? Find out, Lemaire.
Yeah, they're gonna do the wedge is gonna get. I mean, it's probably a strong contender, but robotics has come a long way. Battle robotics has come a long way, dude. I mean, they gotta have
Is the hammer still in it?
hammer. I believe from
How
my
many
sources.
more variations can there be?
There's 250.
Yeah.
Dude.
I know, but there has to be like 4 different wedges.
There's got to be like pulverizers,
Punchers.
Yeah, for sure. Punchers. Acetylene torch. You could easily
kind of thing.
I'd like a
easily
spiderish one, the one that walked, but he would get eviscerated.
Oh, yeah.
Wedge. Can you imagine Wedge
But
running
now they
into
can be
that?
like
Those
carbon
legs.
fiber and lightweight. And
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah,
Or
We
you
got a
put it-
spider one called Black Widow this year.
What do you think of that guy?
yeah.
It's looking pretty sick. It got 8 legs. It looks like a Black Widow and it looks like it shocks people.
Does it have any wheels?
Shocks him.
Yeah, probably on the bottom. It looks
Does-
like on the bottom. It has
Oh,
legs.
see, that's not good. That means it sucks.
That thing's gonna
if it
suck.
has legs, but it still just goes on.
And it's
wheels.
going to try to shock the wedge. The
That's
wedge
I
was
gotta watch bots.
the wedge was made out of whatever they make the steps to wrestling.
What?
Wrestling.
Yo, yeah,
The
like a
steel-
diamond plate.
Yes.
Diamond
It was
plate.
made
was.
entirely out of wrestling steps, and all it did was flip you over.
Yeah.
I remember I was so excited. I was like, "This is the future." And I sat down and watched it, and I was like, "Fucking Wedge, Wedge is winning."
Wrestling steps.
That's all I remember. It was made out of wrestling steps, and I was furious. Dude.
Oh fuck. Oh, dude. I'm gonna watch the tournament. I'll get back. I'll check in.
You watched the tournament.
I'm gonna go to
with
my
no
boy's
weed.
house.
Because weed, I'm sure, makes Battlebots fucking incredible.
Wait, so is the whole 250 field still in it, or is it down
No,
to like
there's-
the final?
It's down to the Elite Eight.
Probably Elite Eight now, but it's a
Sweet
bigger
16.
pool.
It's probably Sweet
Yeah.
16.
All new bots, dude. He was telling me, he was like, it's not like before. Basically, he shared your concern. He's like, dude, they've stepped it up big time.
Do they do it like with those drone pilots? Do they have like a
I
headset
haven't seen
on
it. I
now?
gotta watch. I'm just a BattleBot poser right now. I have to
That'd be-
watch.
Yeah.
Lemaire's not.
Lemaire, have you seen the new season?
No, but now I am. I'm going to start watching it tonight.
Why?
It's everything I want it to be. There's
250,
way.
250 bots in the
It
tournament.
can't
dude.
be everything I want it to
I don't
be.
like the fact that the spider had wheels on its belly. That's not a good
And they
sign.
don't get, like,
That's
the
a good-
bots
it's good bot
typically,
building.
you know how shitty your bot has to be for it to lose in this thing?
He said there are some junkers still in there that just fizzle immediately.
Yeah, there's some dope ones. There's this one that looks like a shark. There's a shark bot.
That's winning me back a little. I like that. I like that.
What's its weapon?
Teeth? Crunchy teeth?
It does have. It has teeth and it has a tail.
Ooh.
Tail whip from Sharkbot? Come on. Is wrestling steps still in it?
Yeah, is the wedge still there?
Yeah, it's called deadlift now.
Do they add like a hydraulic press that like pops it up?
It just
True,
looks
I
like,
remember that guy.
Like it's just
Yeah.
wedge. Just,
It's a wedge. It's fucking useless. It's a piece of shit. It just crushes everybody.
It dominates.
A wedge, that thing would fuck this room up if that came in here.
Oh, that would fucking.
Wedge would fucking ruin this whole room.
I want to do
We'd all
a
just
wedge
trip.
a wedge Roomba. If someone in your house you don't like, you just fucking
Dude,
pilot
they
the
have
wedge at them.
Roomba lawnmowers now.
What?
Just saw a commercial for
Really?
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank fucking God.
It's time. Although that's
Yeah.
like the only thing I like doing. It's
Really?
the only chore I enjoy
I
doing.
fucking
Yeah.
hate mowing
Cutting the
lawn,
lawn.
dude.
I like it.
I used to have to cut my whole.
Toss
fucking,
on a pot.
You seen
toss
that
on,
grass?
Toss on Carlin. And again.
You've been helping the old man cut the lawn.
And again. Yeah. When I'm home, I cut the lawn.
I used to wake up. I used to wake up every
Phil's
morning.
gonna have a heart attack, dude.
True. You saw the compound, the fucking lawn I had.
That's
to
a
maintain.
tough lawn.
That sucked, dude. That was
Yeah.
like 4 hours every Saturday.
Yeah, that's a bad lawn.
I swore to
I
myself.
got a 2 hour. I got a 2 hour
Push?
lawn. That's
All
how
push mower?
push mower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those hills are tough on the sides of the house. They get you going.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I was on a zero turn. I was on a zero turn Skag, dude, 61-inch deck.
Can't even.
But I
imagine.
had to do the perimeter with the fucking push mower. Hated that, dude. I couldn't get the Skag too close to the house because you hit a golf ball and blow out the windows. I was always pushing limits, trying to bring the Skag right up to the perimeter, and they'd be like, "Get that thing over there."
Tommy cuts our backyard, and he also grills back there and throws the charcoal into the yard. So when he tries to cut the lawn, charcoal just—it's like gun bullets, dude. Just and they're black, so they just hit other people's houses and like explode.
Oh,
Pretty great. We've been getting hammered and throwing snowballs at houses, which is
that's
Tommy's got a fucking cannon.
He
You ever
can
see him?
toss?
Dude, him throwing snowballs is. I get drunk and just watch him throw snowballs. I'm like, this is like
I
my
feel
favorite
like Tommy's
thing.
like I think he might be like a Captain America. Like a
Secretly?
shitty Captain
Yeah,
America.
true.
Strikes me as like strong 1950s vibes.
If we
Yeah.
made a movie of the Patreon, he'd be great. He'd be a good Mario. Good WAP.
Oh, that's what I do. That's what I-
the ball. I go straight for the Notre Dame. Dude, speaking of, Fighting Irish are about to have a baton death march of their own this
Dude,
Saturday.
man.
My boys.
I'd like to see them win.
Oh, well, you're going to be waiting another decade.
I'd like to see them win.
You got to see the Russians are going to have to save them,
are
dude.
going to get
It's just they're due for
pounded.
a win. They're due for a win.
Chris,
They're due for a win.
Against
They're
Bammer?
due- they're- yeah, they're
Alabama is they're going to kill Notre Dame.
Where are they
Notre
playing?
Dame-
Where are they playing again?
It's the Rose Bowl, but
And-
unfortunately, it's not in Pasadena.
Obviously, they have to have it
It's
in Texas.
in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to get the. They need to get.
I just came from a
someone
family
needs to-
party. I know a couple things
All
about
right,
football,
all
now,
right.
dude. Just talking about the bowl games.
They need to squirt some COVID. into
That's
the
our
Alabama
hope.
locker
Is
room.
Alabama gets
Yeah.
COVID and then bring in Texas A&M, and then that would be a good game.
Yeah.
But Texas A&M played Alabama already and lost by about 30. Notre Dame's going to get
The Irish have this, dude.
Wouldn't they just play a decimated Alabama team?
no. Well, yeah, maybe, but it would.
That's what.
There's a certain percentage. Decimated Alabama team still beats Notre Dame.
I still think I'd like to see.
It would rule.
It would
Trust
be
me, I'm going to
amazing.
watch it,
Yeah.
and when kickoff happens, I'm going to be like, we got a chance.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
And then like 3 plays later, I'll be like, holy shit, these guys are good.
Damn.
It's going to hurt.
That's going to be tough.
It's crazy that I let myself get my hopes up for this. Like, I know. Also, if anybody here bets, easy money.
You think so?
Alabama's minus 19.5. They're going to win by over 20. I know they are.
Really?
Couldn't be. If Notre Dame is within 20, that's a victory
Yeah.
for Notre Dame. It won't happen.
Do you? You're gonna have like
Unfortunately.
you need a support team for that day. You have to structure
I
like a
might.
support system.
I can't figure out where I'm going to go. I'm either going to go back to New York tomorrow or sit there and watch it with my old man.
oh,
But that's a tough one to share with the family.
yeah.
I've watched Notre Dame get killed with my family, and it makes me annoyed.
Yeah,
It makes
yeah.
me mad. My mom would be like, turn this off. They're terrible. I'm like, shut up, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know anything, Mom.
Yeah.
What do you and your dad usually do while the Irish are getting spanked?
Oh, they suck. They suck.
You disagree
That's
about
about it.
why they suck. Yeah.
True.
That's
Usually
that's
argue
a
about
big-
why
yeah,
they suck.
Yeah.
You were there
the
for that
biggest-
Clemson,
Yeah, yeah.
30-10.
Yeah.
He was there for that. We
I'll
went to
tell
we,
you why they suck.
we celebrated
Yeah, yeah.
a little strip club action
Oh,
after. That was a
yeah.
nice night.
It was.
Notre Dame got murdered. We saw some tits.
Nice. So, yeah, that's how you ease the sting.
That's how you solve it.
You
But
go to the strip
COVID-
club and they're just like patting your wounds, like be still. Ah.
Oh, that's what Santa Claus brought me.
What?
My Notre Dame shoes.
Dude, show those things off.
Hold on.
Those things are fucking awesome, man. If
They
you
are
if they
sweet.
lose, you're gonna kick them off and run outside and be like, man, I fucking hate you, man. I fucking hate you, man. Dude, those things are nice. I think you should wear them 24/7. First of all,
I'm wearing them until Saturday.
autograph them.
I'm going to wear them until Saturday.
Sign whoever their best player is. Sign their name. And be like, yeah, you autograph them.
Whoa.
Damn,
Imagine.
dude.
What does it say on the inside?
It says, this is good for me. This is important for me. It's got Bluetooth connectivity to the app I use to see how far I've walked.
It's the Under Armour. It's the Under Armour thing.
I can check how far I've sat in the room. Look at that little
How many
Notre Dame
times you put your
symbol.
feet up?
Damn, dude.
Alabama's in trouble if I'm
That-
wearing these.
Damn, look at the
They
back.
are
Look at that
nice.
snake skin on the
Dude,
They
back,
are
dude.
nice.
Imagine that coming at you, Matt.
Dude, I don't want it. I don't want it, dude. Oh,
I might install this thing in the bots.
dude.
This could be a bot.
a Notre Dame show.
This technically with Bluetooth is Notre Dame shoe could stand up to the wedge.
Yeah, just attach it to a couple rollerblades.
Oh, thank God! It didn't chip the paint.
Dude, don't have it
That's
trip.
just sticker left over. I
You're gonna
thought
get
that-
him chrome
no,
dipped.
no. Yeah.
Damn, they probably dipped them in. What is that? 24 karat.
This is 24 karat. These shoes were $9 million.
I like that.
I like. What do you think of these, Chris?
I
Would you
love
like a
them. I
pair of
love
these?
them. I've been following Notre Dame hockey a little bit on
You
Instagram.
would, you
Yeah.
fucking cunt.
Well, they look cool. They got cool
Pardon me.
outfits.
They do have cool outfits,
Yeah.
but college hockey, even when we went, it's pretty tough to watch.
Yeah.
College hockey is pretty bad.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember being there. I remember.
Yeah.
I think I fought my. I think all we did was all fight our girlfriends.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
decided
we
to
did.
go to Notre Dame with girlfriends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we fought pretty
That
much
was
the entire
intense.
time. That
I
was
got
tough.
in like me and that girl would go to Notre Dame every year, and I think every year we got in like a breakup fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder whose fault that was. Looking back at it, she was probably pretty excited to go on this trip, and I would just black out. And now she'd be like, "I want to go see the grotto." I'd be like, "I've seen it a million times. We're here to take care of Texas." I want to go to the bookstore. I'm like, "We're not going to the fucking bookstore." Yeah, I'll take the blame on that one.
Dude, that was like we would go into rooms, fight with our girlfriends, come back out, and just get hammered.
Shit, I fought with your girlfriend. Everybody. That was
it was like an
Battlebots.
argument orgy.
That was bots, dude. I
Oh,
wedged.
yeah.
I wedged hard. Your girlfriend came at me, hit her with a wedge, dude.
Yeah, it was really funny.
That was a good time. Oh, the Woodman on that trip?
Oh,
Woodman. We
Yeah.
can't trash the Woodman
You
again.
can't, dude. He was
Again,
very-
what are you trashing?
Trashed him a little last week.
Oh, that was we didn't do it.
Yeah, true.
That was our malicious
Malicious guest.
He's a big dude, so fucking funny.
Yeah,
man.
Nick's funny.
Nick is funny as hell. But
Um,
yeah, the Woodman was very funny on the Notre Dame trip.
All right, fuck it. We might as well say it now. He was like, I made a deal. What was it?
He made.
He
he, like-
wasn't. We were all poor.
Yeah.
We were all poor.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I had a girlfriend.
I was
so-
balling.
You were balling. Shut up, Matt.
I keep throwing up. I gotta stop throwing up gang signs from that show, the No Go Zone. I was watching,
Oh.
dude.
What the no?
Ugly Americans, dude. Oh, we'll talk about it. But Woodman, yeah. So Woodman. Everyone, there was not a lot of money in the house, dude.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
all, you know. And then the Woodman was definitely on hard times, and he like got out there, and he was just like,
Oh yeah, we tried to Uber to something. Probably
Yeah.
to the campus for the hockey game.
we got food too.
Yeah.
We got food first. too.
food. That was nice.
Yeah.
What happened there?
So we got food, and we're all like, all right, let's split up some groceries. Let's do some stuff. He's like, oh, I'm cool. I'm good on that. And then like we're gonna get. I was like, all right, whatever. Then we go to get the Uber, and he was just like, I'm not getting an Uber. I promised myself I wouldn't spend any money on this
Oh,
trip.
right.
Yeah, he said I promised myself I wasn't going to spend any money on this trip, and then just got in the Uber.
Which strong move.
Fucking very strong,
Strong
but it's
move,
so
yeah.
funny to just instead of just being like I don't have any money, be like I'd pay, but I made a deal with myself.
Yeah,
can't
can't
pay for
break it.
anything. I'd love to pay, but I made a commitment.
There's
dude.
honor there.
There
was.
is honor.
There's honor.
He
There,
maintained.
there was one time we were on a bachelor party, and this was one of
Shout
my,
out Wood.
one of my no, this is one of my friends. This is somebody else.
I know, but just
dude.
I don't want to be hard on the boy. This
No,
is fun,
that was
funny
genuinely
story.
a very funny.
story.
We were all hammered. And
Yeah.
it was such a funny thing to be like, I made a deal with my. I remember sitting there being like, all right then.
Well played, insane person. Well played, guy that no one's gonna call out.
Sticking to your word. Yeah, there was a guy. We went to a bachelor party one time, and this dude was he pretended to lose his wallet right outside of the strip club, and it was like, dude,
Did he?
come on.
That's a
I don't
nice
know, man. He
move.
didn't. He was griping. He didn't want to go because he didn't want to spend all. He didn't want to spend that cash, bro.
Was he griping before he lost the wallet?
He's griping about
Oh.
going, and then we get there. He goes, "Oh, where's my wallet?" And I was like, "You dirty
What a
dog, bro.
motherfucker.
You dirty."
Oh, it was a
dog."
bachelor party. You went to a strip club.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fun bachelor party.
God, when you're a youngster, dude.
Yeah.
By the time you're on your second wedding,
True.
you want to play some
True.
paintball,
True, I'll give you that.
play
Fair
some
argument.
paintball, and drink some seltzer.
No, we're gonna get Lemaire up there table dancing.
Oh, 100%.
Don't fucking shake your head. We can get O'Connie and Lemaire table dancing.
Yeah, dude. Be awesome.
Going at it. Double-sided dildo, you two.
I gotta start stretching.
I started stretch part of my morning routine as well.
I think, yeah,
All my off days.
I'm getting like a tightness in my heel.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh, man.
yeah, it's not good, right?
Need
That's
some
interesting.
sun salutations, dude, early in the morning.
Yeah, what is that? That's
That's the yoga flow, yeah.
Just like-
Up,
yeah.
all the way down.
What's the
Yeah,
one you put your
mid-back.
asshole in the sun?
Downward dog. Wait,
Yeah.
No, isn't that a thing? You put your
Yeah,
asshole in
yeah,
the sun?
yeah.
do you really?
Yes.
In
Your
yoga?
bare asshole. I don't think it's in yoga.
some people are like doing
There's
that.
something
yeah.
going on right now where you put your asshole in open.
because it
open
never
to the
gets
sun.
any light. You know.
Get some vitamin D on
I
your
like
hole.
that.
Yeah, goes right in.
Perineum sunning.
Perineum sunning. That's a nice way to say it.
Yeah, not
Not
hairy
your
asshole.
out in a park.
Yeah, how do you got it? That's, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's kind of a privilege to be able to get sun on your asshole. Not everyone can just get sun on their asshole.
No.
It's actually the
no,
one thing
no.
everybody can do.
Yeah, but where? If you don't have like a private balcony,
Not
you
without
can't-
like getting arrested.
you can't catch sun on your. I mean, I think I'm gonna start doing.
You
it
could
inside.
find a place.
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised.
If you timed it.
Put your asshole in the
I
sun.
mean, I have a little roof deck. Obviously, I'm the 1%, so I can sun my asshole. But my neighbor can peer down and see my asshole at any point if he looks. I need to build up. So I can-
yeah, you need to. Yeah.
that's
Get it nice and tan.
how would you sun your asshole? Would you go on your belly or your back and sun your asshole?
Yeah, like up on your shoulders.
For some reason, I imagined back.
you
Initially.
really?
I would go legs
I was belly spread.
face down, ass up is probably the correct way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like in this whatever it was called,
Perineum sunning.
I feel like it's on your back.
Oh,
It is on your
face
back,
down.
leg spread.
Leg spread. Oh,
leg
that's actually
spread.
physically hard.
yeah, this actually is kind of difficult. Is there a contraption that can kind of just spread? is there a contraption?
There's a new Battlebots? 250 new bots?
There's got to be a swing of some
New
kind.
bots, you say?
What did you say?
I wonder if
be
the
a
Department
swing.
of Defense is watching bots. Just like,
Gotta learn some stuff.
this kid's got talent. Bring him in. Some fucking terrorist is going to get hit with a wedge. Some guy is going to be holding a bunch of people hostage. A wedge is just going to come like pick him up slightly.
Flip them over.
It's the Black Widow bot. We've got to go. Oh shit! They sent Black Widow.
It's like the new ISIS
Shitty
general.
like
The new
trying to
ISIS
get
general's in
the
a
door.
cave, and the Black Widow bots come, and he's like, "Oh no!" Just cries like a dog. Just
He
dies
just
like a
died
dog.
like a fucking dog, dude. Al Baghdadi, I can't believe he died like a dog.
Oh fuck!
Like a dog.
It would be sick if you had bots with just hammers on top.
I mean, we do literally
Yeah.
use bots.
Fighting.
We use real battle bots.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
just with a hammer.
Hammer
or like
bot
a
would be
shark
good.
with a tail.
The shark tail
Oh.
would be wicked, dude.
Well, you saw
Just
that.
whip
You
it.
remember that, like,
DARPA got their hands on that
I
thing.
think at MIT or Boston Dynamics,
Dynamics, yeah.
that fucking like dog robot.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
Get that thing with a hammer and just let it
Yeah.
run loose in the Middle East. Just set a couple of those loose.
just opening
Yeah.
doors.
Just be like, everybody stay inside for stay inside for a decade. We just let out a bunch of these hammer deer.
Oh, hammer dogs.
The hammer dogs are loose. We're gonna set them loose,
Hammer tail. Do they have a hammer
and they're
tail?
just gonna hit whoever they run into. So you guys better stay in.
Oh, dude.
And it's not our fault.
With like like samurai sword tails.
Whoa! Now you're talking real violence.
I thought you were talking
I'm
about.
talking just a nice
drop-
hammer dog to fucking send you back into your house. You go outside and some robot
Oh, you're
comes
talking about for
running over.
COVID.
and
I'm
it's
talking
like-
about to attack the enemy. I'm trying to bring it.
I'm
the
trying to
enemy.
attack the enemy as well, but
You wanna
I'm
keep 'em in their
I'm
house?
saying we go to the Middle East, anywhere in the Middle East, not even people we're at war with.
Yeah,
toss a milk bone at the target.
We
Just
should
let
be at
out-
war with the entire Middle East. That's our problem.
We should be, and we should let out 1,000 of those robots that run with
Yep.
hammers attached to them that are constantly swinging, and just set them out like Roombas.
Yeah.
And just hit whoever's outside.
Yeah.
If someone's outside, you run them down and hit them,
Yeah.
and just be like, everybody over there, stay inside.
Yeah,
Just
knock
quit
it off.
fucking around.
Quarantine.
True.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
if you-
my
If
plan.
you do like a 6-month like bomb chill, people would probably like be like, "Wait, how did we fucking build these things?"
It'd be so
Yeah.
funny to see that dog going around. And then,
Yeah.
then the ISIS puts together a wedge.
A wedge.
Oh, dude.
Damn.
You would sell them a wedge, wouldn't you?
You
dude?
would.
ISIS puts together their own wedge.
ISIS would do
Russia
it.
sells them a wedge.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Wedge. It's over if Wedge gets in there.
Like general.
Dog versus hammer. Dog versus Wedge.
Oh, the general would get the footage and be like,
Oh my.
"Where the hell did they get a wedge?"
Just seeing it roll into town.
Oh. It'd be black,
All black.
painted with the fucking scribbles, white scribbles.
Turns
on
out
it.
Hillary Clinton sold them the weapons to the wedge. Goddamn, Obama and Hillary sold them the wedge.
El Bakhtar al Bed El Wedge is the greatest wedge. My God, they've got a wedge.
What happened? Well, can we send a wedge in and be like, what happens when two wedges collide?
Kick a wedge on wedge.
We don't know. We just slowly.
Let's,
That's what happened in the Civil War.
what?
I'm on a history right now.
What happened?
The Merrimack versus the Monitor. We had both the North and the South built boat wedges,
What?
and then they first off they killed all the other ships immediately, and there was just two wedges in the sea. They fought for like hours, and neither of them did anything to each other.
We gotta get behind each other.
They could they were literally built like wedges.
Yeah.
They were built like for some reason like tents on the water of steel,
Holy fuck.
and every cannonball just bounced off of them. And they just fought each other for hours.
Fuck, dude.
Enough that like I think people saw it from like the shore.
I'm like, what the fuck?
And I was like, look at these bots, dude.
Picnic.
Look at these fucking wedges. These wedges are going nuts.
Didn't they build like a little submarine ball with like a scooter? And
They
like
built
a-
all types of crap.
bicycle
dude.
in it?
They battlebotted it out. They built like we got 250 bots, dude. We're gonna give these things chances. That was World War One. Was Battlebots also?
Oh, really?
They were just like, we're just testing shit out.
Just weird fucking contraptions.
Throw it out there, see what happens.
Fuck, it's so
Yeah,
funny.
they invented like planes and tanks and everything just in that war, like
It's a
machine guns,
balloon
barbed
to
wire.
drop bombs out of.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
pretty tight.
That's
They were just
awesome.
like, let's try stuff,
Yeah,
throw it out there. See
fuck
what,
it.
I wonder if someone went with a wedge first.
Wedge tank? I don't know why they didn't
Just
do it.
knocked over like a guy. Like mission accomplished, dude. That
Yeah,
guy's-
imagine going back in time with a wedge. Just
That
like when
guy's
you
muddy.
think about going like back in like the 30s with an AK. Or when did AKs come out? Like let's say the 1800s with an AK. It's like, dude, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine going back in time with a wedge, dude.
Yeah. Just roll.
Taking out a
wedge
whole
of it.
cavalry.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
59 for the AK-47.
Yeah, look, I think that's a good.
Unless it's 1947.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 48. Yeah,
What'd I say?
48. Well,
Designed between 1946 and 1948, and it was produced in 1948.
There
So
you go.
you're-
That's probably why it's an AK-47. Now that you think about it.
Could be.
It's a good thing we ended that war
Yeah.
before those boys got
Got those 47s.
Kalashnikovs.
Ooh, boy.
Japanese would have been in trouble. Anyway,
Yeah,
come on. Sorry, let's get back to wedges.
True.
Yeah. It's big.
Dude, this might be like the dumbest thing in the world, but today I had well, I wouldn't call it intense, but when I wake up in the morning, I go downstairs. First thing I do is I meditate for 20 minutes every single day. It's my new regime. Before I'd go down and I work immediately. Now I do just
Regimen.
meditation. It's my new regimen. I go down and do
New regime.
It's
It's been a regime. It's been a regime change.
So now I do stuff like just for like my mind and body before I do anything else. So I'll meditate, then I'll do like a little workout, or if I already worked out, I'll do a little stretch day. But I started, and usually too, after I meditate, I journal my dreams that I just had the night before. So it's like the mornings for me are like incredibly mystical. But I'm meditating. I'm trying to usually I'm trying to think of like, what was the dream I had? And I start thinking about, well, first of all, I'm like kind of like being like, dude, stop trying to use meditation time for production time. This is something I struggle with all the time. I'm trying to meditate. I'm thinking about my
But you're
next,
too productive.
thinking about my next move. And it's like
Too industrious.
I was born with a 40 chessboard in my head, dude. It's not my fucking fault. But
Yeah.
so I'm sitting there. I'm trying to like, dude, just stop planning, stop fucking scheming, dude. Just relax. And I started thinking about a dream I had recently. I'm trying to make sense of the dream meaning. And I was in a little room, and I just enlisted in the Army. Naturally, I'm telling everyone like, yeah, I just enlisted. Yeah,
Sure.
like I'm just bragging to a room full of
Course.
people, being like, yeah,
I literally did that. Go ahead. I actually lived this.
feel good.
It felt great. That was
Yeah.
the coolest shit in the world to be like, yeah, I'm joining the army.
It felt really good. I was in a
Yeah.
room full of people. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. It's about that time. And then Mark Zuckerberg walks in, and he's like, oh, you're in the military. I'm actually gonna swim back to base. It's 20 miles. Do you want to come with me?
Drenched again.
So I'm like, I'm in the room full of people. I'm bragging about it. I'm bragging to. So I'm like,
Mark Zuckerberg's like, I'm in the military. I'm actually swimming back to base. If
20
you want to
miles.
come, 20 miles swim.
So I say, yeah, Zuck, no problem. So me and Zuck are in the water, and it's fucking like, I'm in the ocean like where I can't even feel like my feet I can't like touch the bottom.
Sure.
So the water's really rough. It's ripping.
Yeah, 20 miles out at sea.
Well, we weren't even out yet. We were
Oh,
like
okay.
just like think. We
Just
had
that
20
area.
miles to go.
Yes.
So I get out there. I'm like, Zuck, do I get a fucking wetsuit or something? He was like, no. And I was like, Zuck, I'm gonna fucking drown out here, dude. This water's cold. I'm like, it's choppy. And he's like, that's why you'll never be great. And he just swims away from me. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Whoa.
So then I swim back to shore, and then the whole part of the dream I'm pondering. I go, is that why I'll never be great, or do people die because people like Zuckerberg want to be great? So I'm obviously I'm meditating. So I'm meditating upon this, and then I'm like, dude, I wonder what fucking someone with as much power as Zuckerberg, like what the fuck do they do? Because I started thinking about Zuck. And again, I'm supposed to be meditating, so
Sure.
now I'm thinking about Zuck, and I'm like, fuck, dude, when that guy's on C-SPAN, like, yes, Mr. Senator, he's probably waking up like just like underneath people every morning, just fucking like boys, girls, old
think?
men. Yeah, if you're a billionaire, you're definitely having like wild orgies.
I don't think he is. I think he's just a weirdo that's like with his ugly girlfriend.
You think so?
The mayor has something hot.
I've
according to his face.
seen Mark Zuckerberg's office. He's a nerd.
Okay.
You've seen his office?
Yeah, he doesn't fuck.
Okay.
He just fucks his wife. Huh?
What about the band? High school band, they get real fucking weird.
True,
and
that's
freaky.
true. The band is the freakiest group.
True.
Yeah, he's
Now,
not a band kid.
Why
though.
on
He's
earth were you in Mark Zuckerberg's office?
I have a friend who works at Facebook, and I visited.
You went in Zuck's office?
I was in Facebook earlier this year, January.
Zuck's office though.
I walked past it. You can't get into his office. He has bulletproof glass.
That's a good call, dude. That must suck, dude.
Yeah.
You must get nothing but death threats. Some dude's like, fuck you.
Yeah, I know. I had a fucking dream about you last night.
Yeah.
You said I'd never be fucking great.
That's why they built castles back in the. It's the same reason you're building.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody that's that rich and famous, people are like, I'll kill you. All the peasants are like, I'll fucking kill you.
Fuck you up.
It's like build a wall.
It'd be sweet if he got killed.
Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
What a nasty thing for you to
No,
say.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun. I'd like to see more like assassinations. I think.
You think so? Of like tech?
just like
You want to see Jack
just
from
people
Dorsey?
just like
Jack
just
from
people
Twitter?
being
Think
like,
you should
yeah,
put
they
out a
just
dog
got
whistle like that?
they just got too big and like now you have to kill them.
Who do you think would kill Zuck? The wedge?
Just wedge him up.
That could be his.
Wedge him right up.
I would imagine Zuckerberg does run like that Boston Dynamics deer. Like very weird, like falling. Like the wedge could fuck him up.
I'm telling you, man. You
Digital
send in a
wedge.
bot on it because he'd probably be like, "Oh, sweet, like I'll
Oh, nice, a wedge.
a bot, yeah." Then it just reaches over his balcony, it wedges him, then pops him. The hydraulic pop sends him to his fucking death in Hawaii.
Yeah, he'd be so shocked.
That a wedge got him?
Gets right under that bulletproof glass.
Yeah,
True.
Just right through the gap. Yeah.
true, dude.
It's like you didn't think about the
A
wedge.
Trojan horse. You put it on the elevator. He's like, sweet, robotics. Bring it in. It's a gift. Turns out it's a fucking wedge.
It's just a robot box, and he's like, "Oh wow."
Turns out
And
it's
it
fucking
cuts in
deadlift.
half, and it's 2 wedges, dude.
Whoa, dude, it's two?
Yeah.
Turned out
If
it's
you- If
double
he saw a wedge,
deadlift.
he's obviously gonna call a security team of bots. He probably has security bots, but if you give him
True.
like a box, he's like, "Oh, a simple. This is nice."
Ooh, a wedge.
And then it splits into 2 wedges, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking one for each foot. He's, ah!
Yeah.
Just takes him wherever it wants him.
Can't go right.
Now
can't
you're
go
a
left.
prisoner to the wedge. You're at its will.
Some 14-year-old who built it is fucking. Dude, so I'm sitting there today, and I'm like,
I love that the wedge was the best bot because it was definitely the worst.
First
Like
idea.
some guy was like trying to build like a hammer on top of it or like a drill, and he was like, "Let me just fucking flip these other guys' fucking things. This thing's unstoppable."
oh,
You're gonna
dude.
own the ground.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine
Yeah,
being part of
low.
the team of the wedge.
The low
the
man.
team behind it be
He like
like,
comes out, he's like,
The low man wins.
"That's a good idea." What if we just make it a fucking wedge that flips things over?
Full.
Interesting.
We've been completely overthinking.
We've been overthinking it. All you have to do is run right into the other guy. Man, Battlebots is back, dude.
I'm watching, dude.
Sports, do they do like Black Lives Matter? Do they do like commercials where it's like, this is the time to rise up? It's just like a spider robot walking. Together we rise. No more police brutality. It's just shot of the wedge.
I'll be curious to see if they actually do that.
I can't, dude. I'm done with those commercials. I'm out. I'm done,
It'd
dude.
be
Dude,
so
I was telling
funny
you
if-
before, T-Mobile, man. They're like, let's rise up together, and it's like,
Shut up,
you guys are a
T-Mobile.
multi-billion-dollar corporation. Like, just give some of the money up then.
Yeah.
If you guys are so preoccupied, it's so funny to be that preoccupied with social justice and being like, we're gonna keep billions of dollars for ourselves.
Yeah,
It's like fork the fucking cash then,
Yeah.
dude.
I think the wedge
You guys,
supports
all
Blue
all
Lives.
those big corporate.
You think Wedge is Blue Lives Matter?
Yeah, the
I
wedge
agree
is
with that. Wedge is definitely a hardline Republican.
the wedge is very conservative. Everyone's
sure.
with their newfangled hammers and sharks biting.
Yeah.
It's like
Old school. Run it down their throats. Straight ahead.
keep it
The
simple.
Wedge is doing post-game interviews like, well, we got to see the rest of the footage. He's like, well, what did they say before the cop shot? Just follow the fucking rules.
Dude, the wedge is the ultimate riot control vehicle.
Oh,
The wedge is like digging up like scary high school pics.
man. Yeah, those commercials have been drilling me.
Oh, they're brutal, man.
They've been wedging me, dude. They've wedged my dad. He sits on the recliner, and one of those commercials hits him. He's like, oh. They wedge him off, dude.
Well, they're taking off like they're. It'd
He
be like,
hates LeBron James now.
yeah,
He
dude.
hates LeBron James.
Imagine you're an old white dude and you're like, oh, nice, a Titleist commercial. And then all of a sudden it's like some guy being like, hey, you fucking old white
Yeah,
piece of
some
shit.
guy
Like,
with the
"What?"
Titleist, he's like, are you sick of white pussies ruining everything? Whoosh. Take a look at this drive. No, but all right. Now this is something I'm going to admit to you guys as
Yeah.
friends. Me and my dad were watching commercials, and we were counting. We were just taking inventory of the ethnic diversity in each commercial.
Sure, that's good.
The diversity in each commercial.
Yeah, you guys are making
the numbers are astounding.
You guys are making a spreadsheet.
We made our spreadsheet. We wanted to make sure there was more inclusivity. I think right now we're hovering around 90% inclusivity. Mm-hmm. The only chance there's not a person of color in a commercial is if there's no people in the commercial, or if it's like a local like, do you need new windows?
True. Yeah. They should start diversifying those. If a guy's like,
we got to one and it was like nice Porsche, Germany. It's just like 3 black dudes driving Porsches. It was like, God, Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's wild.
Do black people like Porsches?
Yeah, everybody likes Porsches.
I hate Porsche. I hate the new Porsche.
Look, I know it's kind of a hack bit to be like, it's funny to watch these commercials, but if you sit down with your dad and let him get fired up about it, it's pretty fun. You wind that toy up, dude. Just
Dude,
it's crazy.
Down, watch, like you've talked about it before. I would call it a little Fox News at my boy's house today. It's fucking nuts.
Fox News is wild.
You know what the story they're running right now is that cheerleader who got kicked out of school because she used I don't know which racial slur she used, but she used it when she was 15, and someone dropped the video on her. So she was like,
she had to use the N-word.
She's a lacrosse player.
Was she or she? I thought she was a cheerleader.
The only word you get kicked out of school for is the N-word.
Yeah, she said it in 2015.
Well, you could say it back then.
So she was she's a cheerleader for like a D1.
She's in high school now, or
no? She was in high school.
Okay.
For some reason, recorded herself hitting some. I got to see the tape.
Singing it?
No, I don't know what it was. Could have been.
Yeah.
What did she say?
I think she said the N-word. Her friend released it to teach her a lesson or something. I just saw the headline.
After George Floyd died, her friend was sitting on the tape and was like, "Bam, fuck you, lady." And the lady was like a cheerleader for A&M, and she like
A&M.
One of those schools. I forget what it is.
Can't believe A&M didn't stand by.
It's a good program.
A&M's a good program, but a nice racist program. They'll keep you around.
This lady hit the fucking bricks, dude.
It was University of Tennessee.
University of Tennessee. Yeah.
That's my dynasty. That's my online dynasty, dude. We lost the cheerleader.
She's gonna be in the dirt. I think she's gonna have to do roller derby for a couple of years, just like Larson, dude.
But she's literally like on a full scholarship to support black people. That's like her thing, right? Cheerleading.
Well, when you put it that way,
jeez, Chris.
Yeah, you guys
you're
really
saying she should be able
to.
You're saying in order to cheer more effectively, she needs to unlock her vocabulary.
I'm just saying that it's like she chose a college. I don't know, what do you call that? Like her
it's a sport. That's a sport. No, they do like
cheerleading is a sport. Dude.
I watched cheer. I watched that show.
A&M isn't competing. No, she's just on the sidelines again.
Oh, that's a nationally competitive. Yeah, that's a national program.
I dare you to watch cheer on Netflix and not jerk off and not get inspired.
Was she on the competition team? Or
I think she had.
Either way, dude, she had team spirit. We've established it. She had the spirit. She got a little excited one day in high school.
True. I wonder if it was one of her high school chants that she used.
B. Aggressive.
But yeah, so I'm watching that. They do that story, and then they shoot.
Yeah, you got it.
They shoot. They shoot to a correspondent being like, "Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, dude, that was a really long time ago, and people are 15. Like, obviously, it's not who they are today." And they're like, in other news, Alec Baldwin's wife is apologizing for using a Spanish accent. We looked into it. She's not even that Spanish or something like that.
Oh, God.
And then there's like a Spanish lady comes on and is just like, yeah, and like does the Spanish accent. She's like, oh, can I even do that? And it's just
Fox exacerbates.
They're just getting people fired up.
Yeah.
That was the news. That was the news today. It was that, and then like Alabama,
a 15-year-old getting
Georgia.
kicked out of school for saying the N-word, or when she. But I got to see the tape.
Yeah, you always got to go.
Got to see the tape because I think
it,
every once in a while, like high school girls, I've seen some videos of those that are pretty brutal.
Yeah,
where they're like, and to all you fucking just hit it like. Yeah. What are you gonna say, Lemaire?
What's starting to sound like a wedge?
Who?
You.
Why?
Because
gotta see the tape.
That's wedge talk.
Yeah.
If somebody said the N-word when they were in high school and got a scholarship revoked because of it, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But I gotta see that tape. Depends how hard she hit it. Are we talking she was singing along
True.
a song.
Yeah.
Which
I hate them, and that's not gonna change.
Yeah, if it's that, like Bieber had one. Bieber had one when he was that age, and everyone's like, "This guy rules regardless."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bieber withstood one.
Bieber withstood a brutal one. He was singing like an old timey racist song,
Yeah.
like song like you'd have to. The only way you would have heard it
But he's
is if
part
you
of
were
the.
surrounded by like Klansmen.
Well, dude, it's gotta be. Yeah, true.
Like I never heard of that song.
It's gotta be terrifying to be part of a team like a $1 billion team that's centered around like a 16-year-old and be like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, let me just sing the N-word on camera. You're like, no, you're gonna ruin everything, dude.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Ludacris likes you. Usher likes you.
True. Usher brought him in.
He ushered him in.
Yeah, he did Usher him in.
But those guys, they
What?
They won't care, right? If the money's right.
Wow, dude. You think
Right?
Usher? First of all, you're accusing Usher of giving that guy herpes?
I'm just saying that, like,
Usher gave a guy herpes.
Allegedly, yeah. Some guy sued him for giving him herpes.
Yeah. Nice.
Apparently, he left a little bit out of confessions, dude. He was doing more than getting women pregnant. He was like raw dogging dudes, allegedly.
Usher was.
Usher, yeah.
Usher was giving men
Unless some guy just came at him with a bullshit case.
gaping sores.
Yeah, some guy came. Unless some guy just got herpes and went to his girlfriend, like, you won't believe it.
You're never gonna fucking believe who gave me this.
Usher sucked my dick, dude.
You remember Usher?
He had a fucking cold sore. Sucked my dick.
He ate my ass with a cold sore.
Is that transfer?
Acid.
Does.
It does.
Sometimes you gotta watch that.
You
Also,
get your ass eaten with a cold sore that you can get.
You gotta watch cold sores.
If you do ass
You got
eating,
cold sore,
dick
no
suck,
eating
yeah.
ass.
Okay.
Definitely don't suck anybody's dick with a cold sore.
Definitely don't do that. Don't do it. So.
It
Fuck
can
you,
jump,
the man,
it
trying to
can
make me feel bad about
can make
that.
it
I'm not a wedge, dude. You're a fucking wedge. You tried to wedge me. I'm sorry, I don't want that 15-year-old
Yeah, he tried to flip
expelled
you.
from school
Tried to
for a
flip you.
TikTok she made in 08.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, man.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a funny thing because when you try to defend it, you're like, come on, look.
Yeah, you're like, guys,
We all say
lighten
things.
up. Guys, shut up about it. We've all said it.
It's like, look, it's horrible.
amazing. Tennessee.
Yeah.
Dude, Knoxville, Tennessee. That stadium, old Neyland Stadium. You tell me when one of those wideouts catch the ball, that whole stadium, if you could count how many there were. And
I lost
said.
In the stadium?
In a stadium of 100,000 people.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to target that one
40%. It's got to be the same as the
It's got to be a Japanese death camp. Probably a 40% rate.
Yeah.
Dudes from fucking Tennessee, please. Please. Makes me
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I hope
She's probably so hot.
she's hot.
She's probably so fucking hot.
She's hot.
In that orange cheerleading uniform.
Yeah.
Whew.
She's hot, bro.
So show me a picture of this young racist.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's see if
I
I can
thought she was
find
at A&M.
No, Tennessee.
No, Tennessee.
This
Yeah,
might be the
oh,
hottest young racist
Oh,
out.
yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to see.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, the hottest new racist. Who's this hot?
I got to find the tape. But yeah, dude, Fox is a total brain scramble, man. If you're watching the Fox and then you're watching the commercials, it's got to be.
It's crazy. All those channels are fucking.
Well, dude, this is the thing I can't reconcile with people who are. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Nice.
Just a Tennessee cheerleader holding up a letter.
I've been watching a lot of women's programming, like murder stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Hanging out
kinda
with
nice.
the lady. No, it's. I was watching one. You know that guy? Do you remember the guy who like killed his whole family out in Colorado?
No.
Nah.
He like buried his wife and kids like in like an oil rig or something.
Nah. That's girl knowledge, dude.
I
is
know.
going on.
All they
Only
do is
girls do
listen.
it.
All they do
nice.
is listen.
Shut
to
up.
this.
This reminds me of. I was
Just need to
listening.
kill time to done looking at
Yeah,
your
I was
text
done looking
messages.
at. No, I was just looking at cheerleaders. I was just looking at college cheerleaders.
Did you find her?
No, I just looked at different cheerleaders. But I was listening. To shut up, Chris. Every once in a while, I listen to like just whatever the top podcast is, and I think it's called My Favorite Murder. Is the number one. It's just two chicks talking about murders. It's chick stuff.
Yeah.
But the one girl, this is my favorite thing. So I've never listened to this podcast. It's like always top 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It's crazy how popular this is. Turn it on. So that means these girls are millionaires, by the way.
Yeah.
And
Is it morbid?
not that has anything to do. I didn't get past the first 4 minutes because this girl was like, thank you for joining us on My Favorite Murder. First off, wild name, My Favorite Murder, and then they cover actual humans that died.
Yeah.
And it's just two girls like, remember that fucking guy who buried his family in the backyard? What a fucking crazy story.
Yeah.
But it's
Dislike.
opened with one of the girls. One of the girls' cats died. Her 16-year-old cat died. And she opened the podcast by being like, thank you so much to everybody who's been reaching out to me about, and she's like, and he's the reason I'm so brave and strong. She started crying because her cat died.
Holy
Her 16-year-old cat
mackerel.
died, and she gave a speech at the beginning of the podcast about how him being in her life gave her like bravery.
Yeah,
And she was like, he brought so much joy to so many people's lives. Just like, yo.
yeah.
What the
There's
fuck?
there's a whole
It's a cat, dude.
The whole culture is like fucking crazy.
It's
Like-
crazy.
Like the episode that I was watching was like this guy kills his whole family, which is horrific. So I'm like, all right, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open and shut case. But
Turns out his wife said the N-word. Now it's a little tricky. Now,
dude, they're like,
was she in 8th grade?
well, they spend the whole time like looking at footage of him, like, because there's like all this cop body cam footage of like after they like these people go missing, them like talking to him and shit.
Yeah.
And he's trying to like cover it up, obviously. But then they like
Naturally, he was trying to be like,
then they start like
what wife?
There?
Like, your wife and child are missing. What?
Wow.
What fucking wife?
It's crazy.
they start looking into this guy's life. He has no history of violence whatsoever. Like everyone around him is like, yeah, he's like totally a normal guy.
chill.
Never did anything like wasn't like killing cats as
Never
a
did
kid.
sign?
Wasn't doing like what is that?
Don't even worry about it.
that
Tell your
dip?
fucking story. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
It's nicotine, bath salts.
Just joshing, bro. Be
So,
cool. Be cool, bro.
Zine out, bro.
How cool does
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Chris
Zine
look?
out,
Yeah.
dude.
Chris looks like some fucking peppermint Zine
What,
himself.
is that
dude. You look like cool mint. You look cooler than the
that like
other side of
Nordic-
the pillow.
Is that Nordic dip? or
You
whatever?
dress. You look like a fucking.
What does he look like?
I'm sorry.
me
I'm
finish
sorry.
my story.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I was listening. I apologize.
So he no history of violence whatsoever. No history of violence whatsoever. Then it starts coming out this lady was like treating him like shit
Well,
for like
She's yapping.
for like
She's
8
nagging.
years, just ripping him.
yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, but then they show text where she like asked him what kind of vegetables he wanted for dinner, and they just kind of like gloss
She
over
knew
it.
she was pushing it.
Well, they have a revolution where she's like, man, I guess like I've been really terrible to him for like a really long time.
Damn.
So,
And then there's like 2 more text messages that are like, what kind of greens do you want? I got some like steak for dinner.
so it
tonight."
turns out. So their revelation was that his wife sucked.
No, but it's like they didn't investigate that really at all. They just like they hinted at it and then they like get
Well,
back
that's
to him being a piece of
everybody's
shit.
wife.
I don't know, man. The
Every
stories,
dude, you should come fucking hang out at my house, dude. My dad gets crushed.
His family didn't go to the funeral. Didn't go to the wedding.
Because she was
When
so
they
bad.
got married, the family didn't go to the wedding.
All right, so we're not talking classic nagging. We're
No,
talking
no,
like,
no,
This lady's
no.
a super bitch.
They were like saying that, like, and they were like, well, his family hated her.
They said,
because-
"Hey, buddy, I'd love to go to your wedding, but your wife's a fucking bitch.
yeah.
We've said our piece. We're not going."
And in the documentary, they're like, well, they hated her because she wanted to move out to Colorado. They're from like North Carolina or something. And then they go to like an interview with the family, and it's just like the mom is like, I could never get along with that woman. She's a nightmare. And it's like, that has nothing
The
to
mom's
do with
like,
moving
"I would have
back to
killed that
Colorado."
bitch if my fucking son didn't," which
And
he
they're-
didn't.
They're like, are you going to investigate this at all? Like, what? Yeah.
Did he kill the kid? He killed the kids?
Oh, he
too?
killed everybody.
How many kids do you have?
He killed everybody.
How many
Phil.
kids did he
He
whack?
killed 2 kids. I mean, he's like, yeah, he's a fucking horrible person. But
How'd
it's
they
like,
catch him?
So wait, you were listening to this like, man, this wife's a real bitch.
Well, I was like, are we going to look into what this lady was doing at all? Someone with no history of violence kills their whole family. We're not going to examine why that happens.
Valuable information, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hear you slightly.
Put
but-
that in-
Family
Trickle
doesn't
that
go to the
into
wedding.
Cosmo.
Like, what is this woman
So
doing?
you like after Columbine, were you like, well, what were those kids saying?
Yeah, I am. I'm wondering what those kids were saying.
That'd be a
to
nice
those
article
Two nice
in,
boys.
Cosmopolitan, like Cosmo magazine, just like women who got murdered.
Yeah.
Like, here's
10 tips to get murdered if you want to be on your favorite podcast. First, marry a docile man. Second, break his will over a decade. Phil, dude, watching Phil rope-a-dope my mom. It's pretty impressive.
She
Comes down and just fucking nails him, dude. Because he just sits and drinks and watches sports. So she
peppers him up. Yeah.
She has a problem with that. She doesn't like that. But
what does she want to do?
It's what he does every day.
Yeah.
So she's mad at that every day. It's pretty fun to watch.
How does he get out? How does he?
He just swallows punches. He's a wedge, dude. He is a fucking wedge, dude. He just sits there and gets drilled, and he's just like, he'll look at me sometimes and be like, Jesus Christ. He just fucking weathers the storm, dude. And she brings it. She brings the heat.
Does she really?
Oh, she'll come down and bring the heat on him. And he's just like, Jesus Christ.
You got to start getting them like date night.
Every once in a while, he's like, shoot me in the fucking head, huh? It's pretty good.
You got to start getting them like date nights. Sign them up for like.
Well,
things.
that's the thing. He won't do anything with her.
That's what I'm saying. You got to sign them up.
Which, they're fucking 65. Date nights it's over.
Yeah.
2 years into a relationship, I'm done with dates. I'm going into full wedge on the fucking recliner, getting yelled at, just like, whatever, bitch. I don't know what her problem is. We're going to Notre Dame. I'm wedging on the couch. I'm blacking out.
Oh my God.
It's a Gillis tradition to simply, you just have to lock down a woman and then totally ignore them.
Fully tap out of the relationship mentally.
Fully tap out. Just check out, sit there, watch sports. Anytime they're like, do you want to hang out? You're like, oh my God, again with the nagging. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was good though. I mean, it was so fucking funny. Because then, all right, this is me to my mom. My mom's a sweet lady. I love my mom. She's
Sweetest.
great. She's so funny. She's very nice. But she fights with a lot of us. She's not, everybody in my family is argumentative. Chris threw that in my face once. Seriously. You remember that? When you threw that down my gullet? You scum.
That cost me. That
He
cost
attacked
me
your family?
dearly.
He is in front of women. We had 2 girls. We were hanging out with, we had very nice women.
You attacked the honor of your sister?
Talk about swallowing punches. I was swallowing punches.
Oh, you guys were hanging out with I thought you were talking about you were hanging out with your sisters. You guys were hanging out with partners.
We were hanging out with sexual partners that we had met in a casino.
And he attacked your sister.
So Chris and his sexual partner started fooling around a little bit. And I said, what the hell is going on over there? Just to fuck with him. And he spazzed. It was like, your whole family's a piece of shit. And I was like, oh my God, Chris.
It's just funny thinking about how drunk you were at this point, just being like,
No, I wasn't that bad. I had my wits about me.
strategies.
He may not have.
Shane's strategy for flirting is annihilating the man standing next to
It's a
him.
good move to flirt, dude. Let him know you're an alpha. You destroy whoever you're around. Like, look how fucking shitty that guy
30
is.
minutes ago, we were friends.
he's turned on you.
Yeah.
No, Snizz got around, and Chris gets very, my precious. You ever see, you talk about, you ever see a little dog, the little dog with the sock?
You're going to accuse
Little
me?
dog with the
You're
sock?
gonna accuse me? You're going to accuse me?
No, I can get awfully hard on you. But it's funny because you're usually pretty funny about it, and then eventually you do erupt, which is the funniest part. It's the funniest part, dude.
It's the juice in the gusher.
It's so funny, dude. When he spazzed it, and he was like, your whole fucking family does this, like where it's like talk shit to each other. And
is
it
how it
just,
goes.
first off, that was like a revelation. Nobody had ever like hit me with that. I was just like, yeah, I guess my whole family is kind of shitty. Like, I guess we do talk a lot of shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what happens is he winds up shitting all over me. Like whatever girl he's interested
It's
in.
a war of attrition. It's friendly jabs. I hit him with as many. No, it's jabs. It's not hooks.
It's not friendly jabs.
It's not hard hooks.
Because the conversation is
jab,
like, his girl is like, oh my God, you're the man.
No.
And then I have to explain to the girl I'm with why I'm friends with him. That's the whole conversation. Whatever we were talking about turns into like, so you're friends with him? And
Chris.
yeah, no, you should have seen him.
They're
20
instantly
minutes
trying
ago.
to divide.
Show, it
Yeah,
was
you should have
nice.
seen him before this. Before you guys showed up. No, that's crazy. I would never.
Oh, it's so
Have you ever
funny.
seen this behavior from me?
Never attacked me in front of a
I would
lady.
never attack you in front of a lady. Lemaire, have you ever seen this type of behavior?
Oh my God.
No.
Not once, have you?
Bunch of yes men.
Bunch of yes men? Yeah, you think Matt and Lemaire are yes men?
No, but I don't think Matt's. been in
Lemaire's
the
more
same
of a,
situation.
yeah, man. Sure.
But no, I never had a. I don't think we've never like been in a sexual tag team situation.
Yeah.
You
Me
guys,
and the boys.
You guys are all fucking.
Technically, we had a 3-way in South Bend.
I've never harnessed your I've never really been around your sexual energy.
I'm very sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be what it is.
Very.
He's a very punishing sexual energy.
Possessive.
It's just an orbit, dude. Yeah. When I get into sex mode, everything just.
If a girl even is like, "Oh, he looks cute," Shane's just like.
Oh, what?
Yes. Yeah. Dude,
What a nasty thing to say about me. Do you hear this? I haven't said one nasty thing about him. Not one nasty thing about him.
When we were in Indianapolis, like some girls came up and said, "We're just talking to me."
What
and
is
he goes,
this?
He goes, "You
He's
fucking
spilling
put
the
a
beans."
hat on, you faggot." Yeah, he said, what does he say? "You put a hat on, girls think you're cute, you little faggot." It's like, oh my god.
That's funny. It's so funny.
I'm not saying it isn't.
You wore a
I'm not
hat
saying
that
it
night on
isn't.
stage, and I was like, "You wear a hat,
I'm
you
not
think you're
saying
fucking
it
some big shot." It's just a joke.
I know.
Now imagine, Matt. Now let me defend myself because you've just come in here and wedged me. I've been nothing but nice to you. So imagine if girls are talking to a guy and you come up and be like, "You think you're fucking cool because you're wearing a hat?" And the person you say that to is like, like, dude, you know me. It's impossible to stop. So like once I see an ounce of like Shane's being hard on me, I can't stop.
He felt himself getting lifted. He was like, "Oh shit,
He's wedging me.
now it's if I see him walking off, it's just full panic. Like I gotta get ready to get
I come in, I
hammered
support you. I support you. I do nothing but lift you up.
If I'm wearing a thing and someone comments on it, my entire night's ruined."
Oh yeah.
dude.
At that point, I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
If Shane sees me smiling and a girl within like 6 feet of me, it's trouble.
It's fun. It's fun to do.
It's trouble.
It's fun because the stakes are high. Because if Chris is talking to a girl, it's time.
Yeah.
He's very serious and like, don't fuck this up
That's
for me. Don't fuck this up
No.
energy. So obviously, you know me, dude.
No,
Gotta do it.
sex is nothing.
It's disgusting.
My energy.
Sex is for women.
My energy is like,
100%.
oh, I'm out with my friends, my boys here. Like, this is great. We had a good show.
God.
And then he walks out. And it's just like, you fucking piece of shit. I'm like, Shane, this is my good buddy. You fucking
You
faggot.
think you're wearing a hat? You wear a hat? You think you're big time?
It's just like, oh. So do you know him or are you? Yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking getting that girl question of like, so like, are you guys like friends?
No,
How
I
long
remember
you guys
why.
been friends
Now I
for?
remember why that was. Because these girls were standing there and they're like, "You were our favorite" to Chris. And I was just like,
Oh.
"Fucking wear a hat? You think you're fucking cool?"
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So you're in a submarine war mode at that point. You just go
Oh,
locked eyes on the target.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I locked on one of those targets and I
Yeah.
smooched. I
Yeah, you
smooched
did.
that night.
Do you
Just smooched.
petting?
I only smoked. No petting.
I think
What?
you smooched multiple.
I
ladies.
smooch a lot.
You smooched
And
the
that
whole
was
baby.
during COVID. That was,
Yeah.
that was the beginning of COVID.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Gotta smooch.
Have to smooch.
You gotta start getting real into strictly smooching.
I am.
Oh, that's hot, dude.
I'm into strictly smooching.
Just smooch. Like, oh, no.
Say, "Ma'am, can we kiss?" That's what I say. I say, "Can we kiss?"
Oh.
Say, "Ma'am, pardon me. Okay, we smooch once." Then Chris sits there. He's like, "Why can't I smooch?"
No,
I wanna smooch.
I get real quiet. I was like, Shane's gonna take one of them off somewhere, and then I can.
That's disgusting.
then I can
Take one of them
bloom.
off.
Yeah.
And you can bloom.
Oh, now imagine him blooming. How fun that is to fucking destroy. Him peacocking around girls. Oh,
Me in full bloom, and then Shane, who I think is done for the night, walks back out. That's trouble.
great.
You close back. You just,
And I just get stomped on.
Chris, come on, man.
oh my
That's
god.
disgusting. How are you gonna act like I treat you poorly? I care about you.
You're
That's so
sweet.
fucking funny.
Golly, makes me sick. Although watching Lemaire try to bloom pisses me the fuck off. Watching Lemaire try to wear like a cool outfit. If I see you, that's why you've never experienced it. If I see you talking to a girl, I'm coming down hard on you. as hard as possible. If I saw you, if I walked into Helium and Lemaire was wearing a cool outfit and talking to like a decent or pretty girl, I'm on that 1,000,000%. I'm trying my best to ruin that.
Why?
Because that's funny. You don't think that's what you would be in there? What do you mean?
Oh, it's
why?
hilarious.
You would be all
I'm
over
with
it.
you. I
Lemaire's,
support
no,
the squad.
Lemaire. All right, let me paint the scene.
Build people up.
Lemaire's wearing a sweater vest
Yeah.
with an untucked dress shirt underneath it. He's talking to a pretty hot chick who seems to be interested. You're not coming in there. And
I don't personally. I wouldn't break that up. No. But
Now, if I started to break it
it would
up,
be very funny. I would
would you jump in?
Just a high.
You tell me you wouldn't jump in.
I'm the same. I have a tough time. If there's blood in the water, I have a tough time not jumping in on
That's
that a
the
little bit.
funnest part.
That is true.
That's the best
But
part.
disrupting someone's ass during COVID, it's tough, dude.
That's great. That's so funny. It's so funny, dude. It's a Serengeti out there.
Yeah, but I'm also
Just a dead animal.
I'm coming from the school of like crying if you don't get any pussy when you're 19. So it's like I understand the life and death stakes, but yeah, that's fucking hilarious to go in, go in and squash a person.
Just trying to have sex. dude.
Although if I genuinely was like waiting to have sex for a long time and it got stopped, I'd be very upset.
That's funny.
Very upset.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't like. Yeah, I understand it.
My whole self-identity used to be around if I got pussy or if I didn't get pussy. So that
I
would've
know,
been
but we've grown out of that.
Oh, 100%. By now, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And I expect those around me to have also grown out of that.
I filled the void for sure with, meaningful things. Before when there was the void, it was, life or death.
I have nothing else. But I'm still out of it. There's the void is yet to be filled. But Chris, how dare you? I mean, God, every guest we bring in just
Oh, the last guy
slings
was
mud on me.
I thought that was
He just with a completely fabricated story again.
That was gentle.
No, that was not.
Gentle.
That was so
jabs.
fucking funny.
What? His story of
Like,
that. I remember that vividly. Right where we were too. We were out front on the side of that side exit at Helium in Indianapolis. He was wearing a hat.
I love the I would love to get the POV of you, like the little cigarette cloud puffing, seeing O'Connor, and it's just getting closer and closer to him.
Dude. And I was not doing any of that. I wasn't doing any of that business that
So
night.
you're a straight edge.
Yeah. But I knew that I'd been target locked.
You've been in the Hoosier State
I was
before.
just like,
I know what you do over there. I know how you are in Indiana. You want to tell everybody about the three-way we had?
No. I think we've told people before. If
Have
you go
we?
back, if you go back through the archive.
You guys had a little
Great.
double smooch sesh?
One of us did. One of us was fast asleep.
Oh, yeah.
One of us was passed out.
That was your three-way? You were just sleeping?
That counts as that was my first three-way.
You were sleeping through someone?
I slept through Chris and his love making.
Fuck.
Oh man, Chris, that stuff's crap, man. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's very funny.
It's fun stuff. Where are we at time wise?
Hour and 12. Oh.
Close.
Close.
Guys, do you have anything you'd like to?
I want to yell about Queen's Gambit for a little bit.
Okay, I was gonna say promote, but
Oh, promote.
or plug. No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Talk about.
No, I
Queen's
don't.
Gambit.
I don't
haven't
want
seen
to. I
it.
don't like
haven't
that.
seen it.
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't seen it, and I heard it's about an incredible woman at chess.
Yeah.
First
she's
off,
incredible.
now you got me fired up. We're gonna talk about lady rolls.
Yeah.
Knock it
Yeah.
off.
With the chess matches.
Knock it off.
I think she's Bobby Fischer.
Yeah.
He played chess, right?
What is she?
Tried.
Isn't
when I
it
was little.
a fake story?
Yeah. Yeah. It's completely fake.
There's never been a female chess champion.
No, they're not even in the top like 100.
Yeah.
Really? Girls
Yeah,
playing
you have to
chess?
be
think there's
severely
one.
autistic, and that's men. That's men's game, dude.
100%,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Getting laid has to be not an option
True.
to be.
I actually
elite
diagnosed
grandmaster
myself
chess.
with autistifrenia this week. I told
What's-
Brittany,
what's
I think
that?
I have autistic.
I was gonna say autistomania.
I'm autistic with maybe some light BP too.
Autistomania.
True. There's also some phrenia in there too.
What's going on with the frenia?
Just wild, dude. I have
Wow.
wild dreams, wild visions, dude. I never even finished telling you about the end of my meditation.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so I sat there and so I think about, I'm pondering the dream and I'm thinking about Zuck's power and money, and it's a classic example of like, what would I do with all that power and money, and by just let your brain go. First thing I thought of was just getting like someone who obviously recently died, getting their penis transplanted onto my stomach, just decorative soft dongs, just something
Yes.
sizable. So getting a dick attached to my stomach.
Something sizable.
So you just walk around, you take your shirt off, and I think you'd be able to show that technically. If you had like
Perhaps.
like a decorative appendage, I don't.
Some
think
guy grew a
it's not
dick
your
on. They
dick.
grew a dick on a guy's arm.
You can just pull it out. You don't have to like sleeve your arm dick.
Yeah, he had a dick on his arm.
That's what
On his forearm.
It's true. Yeah.
Didn't right?
Yeah.
In
yeah,
like
they
England.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm saying.
You remember that?
I don't. I kind of vaguely remember hearing
And I
that.
think they transplanted and it worked.
Guy's got a unit now.
How big did they grow it? It's like growing weed. He's like, nah, give it 2 more weeks. To
Oh,
veg,
I'd let
dude.
that thing fucking grow that thing out, dude. I've been dickless for years, dude. Let me live.
Dude, I would just get a dong, just like fucking dong, dude.
Yeah,
just,
donger on your stomach.
just on my stomach and go into business meetings. There's just a huge dong on my stomach. Then I was like, it might be like tattoos.
No, this is your morning
This
meditation.
is during my meditation.
This is a
I'm
good
like,
regimen.
I might get 2 more just because they would like tattoos. You would get addicted.
Just
so I'd
get
have
dicks.
1 on each shoulder. So I'd have 2 on the shoulder, and then I would cut my own dick off and have it like a vagina basically. But I would tap all of those dongs into. I'd have the balls too. It wouldn't just be dongs. I'd have the sack and dicks on my arm, shoulder, stomach. Use all my resources to tap those into my own endocrine system. So I have a ton of T, but I'd also have a vagina, but I have dicks on my body. And then I'd do whatever from there.
Then you stand up and you're like, all right, time to make breakfast. Wow, another successful meditation.
That would suck. You just bumping into the door or something. You got
fucking-
balls on your shoulder.
Yeah,
Oh,
hit
yeah,
sack.
well, you need security at all times.
Sack on shoulders.
So I'm like, excuse me, sir. Oh!
You could just wear shoulder pads. You could just Legion of Doom out. Just get spiky shoulder pads.
100%. But yeah,
Very
if I had
tight.
that much, I'm like, dude, Zuck might have a stomach dong, dude. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Senator. He just shuffles his stomach down. He's a fucking 9-incher on his stomach. Dude.
Yeah, do you think Zuck's got real alpha energy in the room?
Big time, dude.
Yeah,
He's got nerd alpha, dude. It's the
the
scariest. dude.
scariest alpha is
Oh.
Nerd Alpha, which is unfortunately taking out. Dude, have you seen Kumail Nanjiani?
No.
You haven't seen it? He got jacked. He
Oh,
started
right.
taking steroids.
He attached the endocrine
He
system.
clearly took steroids for like a Marvel role.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and his wife
That's
got
crazy.
fit together.
Now all he does, if you take enough steroids, all you do is take pictures of your cheat days. That's all you do. All you do is take pictures of like cookies. You're like, I had to fucking crush cookies today. I'm the Rock now.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Imagine looking at the Rock's lifestyle, like Instagram, and being like, I'll adopt that.
Yeah.
I'm the star of Silicon Valley, the show. It's time for me to adopt the Rock's persona.
True.
Being like, I was in the Iron Paradise today, pushing weight. Now I'm crushing cheesecake.
Is that what his Instagram is now?
Yeah, I believe
Just
that,
like
and like
Instagram
get out
lives.
and vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read an article about Indian Americans and how it's time for them to accept their privilege, to realize they're in a privileged state, and to also not also forget the fact that like they're in this together with all other
The
minorities.
people of color.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good one. The Nashville guy who blew himself up.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was up with that?
Notice how I didn't say suicide bomber? Because he's white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah,
But
people are upset
why
about
did he
that.
warn everybody to move?
Because he was.
Oh, he was
white.
he was a legit suicide bomber.
Yes.
He just wanted to blow himself up.
He wanted to blow himself up, I think, in front of a 5G. I think he was trying to stop the 5G. Yeah, I knew that would hit you.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Patriot.
brother. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, Patriot.
Yeah, he was like a countdown clock. and
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like,
he was like,
speakers.
get out of the way.
siren. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
get out of
that
the way.
announcement. That was kind of spooky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Good move. You like it though.
What?
I can tell by the way you said, yeah, you like it. You
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
I
that's
like
a nice thing to do.
I like it.
I've said it
I like
before,
it.
man. People blowing stuff up sucks until they blow something up that you don't like, and you're like, well,
Sometimes
Hold
you
on.
gotta blow some stuff up.
yeah. I've told you,
I
if someone
agree.
blew up the
I mean,
parking
that's
authority,
war.
I'd be like,
Every once in a while, somebody
Yeah.
blows up.
I'll Venmo that. So he blew up near a 5G tower.
But my favorite thing,
AT&T,
my favorite tweet I saw,
Fuck.
because there was a bunch of tweets complaining about it.
About the guy
how
blowing himself
I
up?
believe the New York Times didn't call him a suicide bomber.
Oh.
So of course everyone was like, "Oh, it's only a suicide bomber if it's a." But the best was if it's a black or brown person, it's a suicide bomber. I'm like, a lot of black suicide bombers.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing black people in?
Yeah, really.
You don't have to always use that as your shield. You fucking weirdos.
Right, right.
I would
Like,
say
oh,
that's
if it's not a black, it's like, wait, what black suicide bomber?
I would say that's
Yeah.
black people's strong suit is not suicide bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Just
they're the best
not
at that. Can we
suicide
give
in
them
general.
credit?
Yeah, no mass attacks. Yeah, dude, that's weird. That's a weird.
It was a funny thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny.
It's
to,
like.
so when black people suicide bomb, it's like,
oh.
dude, I can't.
Also, was he doing any? Was he like into weird shit? Do we know anything about the guy?
Yeah, I mean, he put a bomb in an RV
No, I
in front
mean,
of
was
an
he like,
AT&T store.
was he like on, was he online like organizing shit, or was
I think
he
they
just
took
like,
away his unlimited data. He's like, what? That was a promotional plan, sir. He was like, honey, give me the RV.
He saw enough of the same commercial as me, and it led him nuts.
You should really switch to the family.
I see the
don't
same
have a
commercial. I see the same commercial every fucking day, and it's this AT&T commercial where this dude accidentally calls. He's like, "Mom, AT&T has a family plan now." And they're like, "Oh, what'd she say?" He's like, "That wasn't my mom. That was another guy. He's excited about it." And then it cuts to that girl with the great tits.
Yeah.
And she goes, she looks straight at the camera, and I can't make sense of it, and it's been bothering me. She looks at the camera and she goes, "Word of mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials." And that's the end of the commercial.
Ford?
And it's what they did before commercials. Word of mouth advertising. But the facial expression she makes puzzles me so much that it genuinely bothers me. There's never been a commercial that actually annoyed me, like it bothered me. This one, every time I see it, I get angry.
Is it supposed to be like winking and nodding to old people? Like these young people, they don't even know what word of mouth.
No, but she's like, word of mouth advertising.
Like she's like exasperated.
It's what they did before commercials.
Yeah, she's
It's
in
a
touch
face.
with the old
It's
values.
a face that makes zero sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
you'll
I know-
see it.
I know you're
You'll
talking
see it,
about.
and
It's like
you'll just be like,
commercials.
I'm watching, Notre Dame get blown out by Clemson,
It's
and then that
also-
comes on.
It's also a commercial. Like, lady, you're speaking. This is a commercial.
I
You're
don't
telling
understand
me
it.
about word of mouth within a commercial.
I don't
Yeah.
get it.
So it's not word of mouth then. I'm just someone who's been changed by a commercial.
Also, the thing doesn't make sense. He's like, "Mom," and he's like, "That wasn't my mom. That was a guy named Randy. He's excited about it." Word
Also,
of mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
The dude has like a manner of speaking that's like exactly like the black guy on Veep. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that guy's great.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Detroiters.
Yeah, but it's like it almost feels like they couldn't hire that guy, so they hired like another black guy that sounds exactly the same. It's really weird.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm like still perplexed as to how people who are very much like, anti-conspiracy theory, all that stuff, anti-5G, who are also anti-patriarchy, somehow all believe everything the news says. It's like if our whole society has been dominated by evil, rich, white, racist billionaires,
Yeah.
they own the news. So why
Yeah.
do you take the news?
was-
It's never been reconciled. It's
that
like,
was
it
something
makes
that
no
was
fucking sense.
Bothering me when they were talking about how like minorities are afraid to take the vaccine as
Mm-hmm.
well, and they were like, "Well, there's a history here that we need to." It's like, well, why can't they just be ignorant pieces of shit like the white people?
jeez,
You know what I'm
Chris.
saying?
Chris.
You know?
He's been spending too much time.
There's,
on
there's
I
always
hear
a
you. I
history.
hear you.
There's
I hear
always
you.
a history.
Dude,
It's
it's
like,
for
I
sure.
read
it's like
read
white
this.
people are getting shit on by the government too.
Look,
That's why they don't
Are
trust.
we
the
complaining
vaccine
about
also.
white people
Yeah.
stuff right now? Because I'll tell you what. I read an article about college football.
Yeah.
All right.
Please complain about
And
white people stuff.
Are we just getting our white stuff out? Because I was reading this article. We should have cut this episode when I said.
Yeah.
Now I got white stuff. Look,
No, we defended black people
This-
for a while. I thought.
never mind. This isn't going to go well.
What?
This article, I talked to you about. There's a college football article about how graduation rates in African Americans are slipping for the first time in 20 years, and that white guy graduation rate on college teams is increased, and we need to close that gap.
Yeah.
And then it goes into why black graduation rate, like what can white people do to fix that graduation rate?
Yeah.
It's like fucking study. That's it. That's step one. Study.
Yeah. They've talked about how like the
Step two, go to class.
They've talked about how diversity and inclusion kind of messes people up because there might be like a black dude who would do like fantastic at Drexel, but Penn is like, yeah, come here, we'll take you. And then they get the numbers for the diversity stuff, and then the dude's like, just has no. It'd be like if I was at like fucking MIT, I'd be like, oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
But there's, I don't know.
So you get in for the numbers, but then the curriculum is just not for you, and then you end up failing out. Whereas if you went to another school, you would have been fine and graduated. Blah blah.
Well, and it's like starting on like a Division II team and getting all the experience versus like riding the bench on Division I team. It's like you could probably go pro.
I don't get it.
Like it's like you,
Either way,
if
it was
you're-
fun.
if
It
you're
was a
the-
fun
if-
article.
If you're
Oh,
the
yeah,
shit, if you're the shit in a different school, it's better than struggling
Yeah,
in a
I hear you.
harder.
Well, it's also racist to be like, white people. What do white people need to do for this? It's like
Exactly. That's what the whole thing was like.
Yeah.
What can we do to? First off, they said close the gap, which is like bring down that white graduation rate. that what you mean?
True.
You like maybe we
Send me back to
maybe
school,
we need to
dude.
flunk them out
Flunk
a little.
hard as fuck.
Even this thing out.
Yeah, it's just a nonsense.
Oh, it's just a weird thing for ESPN to have on there.
Yeah, well, it has nothing to
headlines.
do with the solving a problem. It has everything to do with just announcing that you have recognized it, and
Yeah.
it's like it's fucking
Bunch
bullshit.
of malarkey, bro.
Bullshit.
Malarkey
Dude.
that ticks me off.
I love the suburbs, dude.
You've never even been to the suburbs.
That's my favorite debate.
You've never even been to the suburbs.
I love the suburbs. I was born in Reading. It's like, no, you weren't.
No, he wasn't.
But yeah, that's a bunch of bull, dude. But yeah, I want people to answer me that, dude. That's the craziest. That the whole school I went to was, they would send you New York Times, all these articles, and it's like, isn't this owned by like a rich fucking white billionaire guy? Like same guy who you're complaining about, and then that's the one like giving, like dispensing reality to you. It's like, it might seem like they might take advantage.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird. I mean, the whole like, the whole Trump thing, the like $2,000, that has been so weird.
Yeah, he's for the 2,000.
He like did the right thing. He was like, whatever his fucking motivations were, he was just like, no, there's fucking not enough money in here.
Oh,
for
now he
regular
lost the
people.
election. Old fucking Democrat Chris is like, he did the right thing
No,
for
he
once.
did. He did. And everyone was
Space
like,
Force rules, dude. Admit that rules.
I like Space Wars.
Say Trump did good.
Trump done good.
No, say Trump done good.
Trump done good.
Thank you.
So yeah, what was the deal with that? It was $2,000, and then people wanted.
So
Space Force better be diverse.
It will.
We better be launching Indian ladies to the fucking moon, dude.
100%, dude.
Don't piss me off.
We definitely will.
The Democrats were trying to get a bunch of money to give to like they were doing like another like direct deposit thing. They were trying to get like a bunch of money for that.
Yeah.
And the Republicans like fucked them hard because they're way better at politics. And then they took the bill to Trump, and the Democrats are also like pussies and corporate and fucking didn't really give a shit about it anyway. But then Trump was like, no, there's not enough money in this. And he said, I'm not going to like fucking sign it.
Yeah, some bullshit thing.
And then like they started like negotiating to get this potential $2,000 out to everyone. And then though, like the New York Times and stuff had to like come up with ways to make it bad. It's like Trump saved the day.
Of giving them more. Well, weren't they also passing this like military budget thing at the same time?
Well, that they did like a weird thing where they rolled it all into like
But they do that. I forget.
It wasn't the NDAA or whatever that thing.
It's whatever. Yeah, I know it's
National
letters.
Defense Authorization Act or something.
It's letters. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
But they doing that because I know they're like
They do that.
military,
They did that simultaneously.
military budget thing.
Yeah, and I believe his problem was with that,
Yeah.
or like, yeah, it was something like that. It was like money to other countries.
Yeah, but like giving money to countries who are buying weapons from other countries.
Yes,
That's
and
what I
his
heard.
problem was with that,
Yeah.
not the bailout or whatever this is. Had nothing to do with that, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that might have
knows?
been two different things.
Yeah, I have no idea about anything.
Me either. I just saw like 5 minutes of Fox News and was like,
All I know
But
is
that was
I'm
really
not going to
weird,
fill
yeah.
out the paperwork to get that 2 Gs.
Really?
I don't think you
Probably
need
not.
to.
What's the paperwork?
I don't know.
No, it just
I didn't
goes
do the
right
first
into your-
one.
Goes
Really?
right into your bank account. Should go right into your bank
I
account.
don't know if the
My
first one
wife
did.
handles all my money stuff, dude. I'm like a samurai. Letting them look at it.
Everything.
I told her,
yeah.
I can't believe she's like, we got that. I'm like, we did? What the fuck?
I wonder if I did.
Probably. It was what, $1,200?
Yeah, she
might not-
she squirrels it, dude.
You might not have noticed. Yeah.
I don't know if I got it. I didn't sign up for it because I don't
You
take
didn't-
money from the government.
you didn't
That's for
have to.
fucking
I
chicks
don't
and
want
women.
I don't
Or
want it.
women and kids.
And chicks and
And
women.
chicks, dude. That taking money from the government for chicks.
Unless you had you like
Unless I
filed
need it.
taxes. Yeah.
if that would have come out 3 years ago, I would have been all over that. I would have been all over that.
Yeah,
I'd be going nuts for that 2 Gs, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't it just like,
That's
how does that
fucking
work?
nice.
Is it just taxpayer money that you have to pay back later? Or is it like
No, it's just free money.
just
It's just more made up crap.
Yeah.
We're just trying to sink the U.S. dollar.
Yeah, they just borrow. They borrow the money and give it to you.
I don't like it. It sounds like
I'm
socialism.
getting into growing food, dude. I swear to God, all this stuff people
time.
complain to us. If you just grow your own food, the only thing that fucks you are taxes.
Yeah.
Taxes make it so you can just never get out of the monetary system.
Yeah.
It's really if you just grew your own stuff.
Yeah.
chill.
How could you get off the? If you wanted to get off the grid, how would?
Dude,
you
it's I watched a show on Amazon how to get off the grid. It's hard work.
By Amazon?
you gotta buy a.
Brought to you by Amazon.
You need the gear. I saw they like showed people who try to half-ass it and who ended up like getting like back on the grid after being off because they couldn't hack off the grid. And it's fucking sad. So it's a lot of work, and if you have enough money, you can buy the equipment that makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
But it's you know, it's kind of an all day affair.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to. Yeah, it's not worth getting off the grid if you have to spend all your time like trapping squirrels.
Yeah, but you can do like a hybrid setup where you're like solar paneled, you're still tapped in if you need it, or you're tapped into your own solar or like a collective kind of solar thing.
Yeah.
But the dude, I this is one thing I wanted to talk about really quick, dude. I watched The No-Go Zone on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
So fucking good, dude. They go
Really?
down to where was the first? The one place was the Philippines. That was fucking rugged, dude.
Yeah.
The Filipinos are.
So you get the
getting
Muslims down there getting rowdy too.
The one guy told a story about how he murdered a Muslim.
Yeah.
Muslim dishonored him and stabbed him, and then he's like, if I ever see that motherfucker, and he ended up punching him in the face and killing him with a knife. He's just on TV like, yeah, I murdered that guy.
Yeah.
But there was where was the other? The other one was in Cape Town, South Africa. These are the ugly Americans, dude. They're a gang. They're all meth head. All the gangs around the world are meth. They're all meth heads. So they show the gang leader is like a 40-year-old meth head, and it's just all junkies. It's him and just other meth heads, and he's bossing them around. And they're just they get high on meth and just patrol the territory. But dude, the only gear the ugly Americans wear is like Goodwill, like fucking USA shit. It's so fucking. I told Brittany, she was pissed. I was like, I'm gonna send it USA 2.0 shirts down there.
Fuck.
All they wear is like fucking God, like in God we trust, and like fuck, just like cheesy, like it looks
Is it like the old Super Bowl shit? And stuff?
Yeah, but like if you were to go to they dress like people in Williams Grove. So like, it's just like cheesy American flag shit, and they're just rolling around with guns. It's so
I might get a season pass to the Grove this year.
You got it, dude.
They're cheap right now.
When does the season start?
Spring. Yeah, it'll start in the spring.
Dude, the gear they have, they just get all whacked out on meth, and they just walk around. They're like, they have like the one guy will be like a knife expert, and they'll practice not. They just get high on meth and like, I'm right there, I'd fucking kill you. I'm like, dude, get the fuck away from me. Dude, it's so fucking funny. And they have one boss who's just 40 years old who just drives around and overlooks his empire, dude, and it's the funniest fucking
That's
shit.
awesome.
What's the theme of the show? Is
They just go to no-go zones.
No-go zone, which is like what? No police will go there?
They say no police, but they'll have like gang task force who will like kind of go in there. But then in the Philippines, they had a bounty. Those police will just send in bounty hunters. They're like, look,
Bunch of dogs.
If you can get if you can get in, they just look like they look like a dude who just drive around like deliver food on a bike. It's fucking crazy. It's just like a normal, unassuming dude, and he'll come in there with a pot belly and be like, I wish we killed that guy. Because you just go in there, you fucking cap them, and the government's like, all right, here's 2,000, pounds.
Man, that sounds
euros.
like kind of a fun job.
Yeah, dude.
Scary?
I mean, it's fucking nuts, dude.
Scary, a little scary, probably.
Dude,
you got a
you're just
wedge in
kicking
there.
in somebody's.
startling.
Just drive a wedge in there.
He just goes up, like gives people food, and he's like, "Do you know any gun dealers?" And they're like, "Yeah, fucking."
And he goes and shoots them.
fucking shoot them, or he'll try to like turn them to see if he can get another guy. 'Cause you just
Never
get more
make
and
small talk with the Grubhub guy.
more. Nah, dude.
He's like, "You order this?" I'm like, "Don't say that. He might shoot you."
No-go zone rules. I'm gonna watch Jamaica tonight when I go home. It's so fucking
Jamaica
good.
will be wild.
Dude. The Jamaica Drugs Inc. is the best, and that whatever that genre is of like
Yeah.
crime documentary.
Of like clearly fake.
I don't know. That's what I was kind of wondering.
No,
I'm
it's
like,
fake. They follow
fuck-
drug dealers around with cameras.
Yeah,
It's
but I
fake.
mean, that's the other thing too. If you gave him enough money, you might be able to do it. Like Vice kind of pulls it off.
If your boss saw you walking around with a camera crew, you'd be dead.
But the boss is the
Yeah,
one who is
right.
like, dude, this fucking rules. Young America. They all see each other and they go,
A real shitty gang might be like, yeah, bring a camera crew. But like those documentaries, because Tommy watches them nonstop, where it's like guys like going about their day with
Yeah.
a fucking camera crew.
I always
They're like,
wondered
this
about-
is where we actually hide the drugs.
I always wonder,
It's
yeah.
like, dude, this isn't real. This is fake.
I always wondered, I'm like, why would these guys do this unless they're getting paid a ton of money? But I mean, if they're selling enough drugs, they don't have to worry about it. But the ugly Americans, you could be like, I'll give you guys like, dude, they're making like,
I believe that. I watched that Vice thing on.
you get the third world gangs, like, I'll give you
Liberia.
guys 5,000 American dollars, and they're just like, but you're also now fueling like weapons to a gang, which is fucking crazy.
True.
So it's like it's a weird genre.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
right with you. When they have a guy who's like, I've been selling ecstasy in New York for 17 years, it's like,
Yeah. And
why
then,
the fuck would you?
And
be
then
on
you
camera?
show him. He's like, "This is my safe house." It's like, all right, no, it's not. It just happened once. I was watching it because I watched them for years.
Yeah.
I've always watched those. And then one day I was like, "Oh, this is fake."
Yeah,
Fuck.
dude. But then again, these guys they get, it's like, how the fuck would they get these dudes as actors? These guys are meth heads with
Maybe in
gang
that.
tags.
Maybe in that. But most of the time, their faces are blurred out and their voices are distorted.
These
So
dudes
literally
weren't.
anybody could do it.
Yeah, for sure.
All you have to do, because you can even sound shitty and it's gonna come out fine.
These are these guys' faces being like, yeah, I murder all day, I killed a guy, and it's just like, I don't know how the fuck they do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna keep it a sharp eye. I got tricked.
Keep a sharp eye.
I got tricked by lizard lick towing for like a whole season. I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit, they're taking his fucking guy. And I saw the fucking dramatization or whatever, dramatization. It was like,
Punch the wall.
I was so fucking mad. I'm like, dude, that was the most exciting shit I've ever seen. It was like, that's not real.
Damn
I
it.
feel like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, baby.
Sorry about that.
Chris,
let's wrap it
you
up.
got anything you want to plug?
No, I'm keep working on fucking
Cartoon.
Showberhood.
When's it coming
cartoon.
out?
Yeah. I need to record this next episode. I've written it, sent it to some people.
Woo,
Haven't
baby.
heard anything back.
Really? No feedback?
No, but
Fucked up.
it needs work, which is fine.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I didn't read
hopefully
it.
like next month.
I did not read it.
Yeah.
I forgot you sent it to me.
Yeah.
Send it to me. I'll look
Yeah,
it
I'll
up.
send it.
Sorry about that.
No, it's cool.
When did you send that? I was busy. I was doing something.
Yeah. It was like when you guys were going through all the Gillian Keefe stuff.
Nice.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
Subscribe
sick.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Go subscribe
Yeah,
to
it's
that.
been awesome.
Tampa. Chris, you might be coming to that. We'll see what little manager says there. You better not wear a hat. You better not try to kiss a girl. If I
Those are
see
the
you-
rules. Those are the
If
rules.
I see you trying to kiss a girl in Tampa,
No, no.
I'm going to joke with you.
You keep it very chaste.
My squad has to remain chaste.
That's
7th
like an unofficial rule.
7th through 10th of January, it'll be at Side Splitters in Tampa. And then I believe just added, I got to check on it. I think San Antonio at the end of January.
Ooh.
I believe. We got to check that one out. That's all for me.
Nice. Dude, Stoner Dads should be out by next week.
Oh, sick.
Being edited right now, yeah, so that should be
Nice.
out. And also, I think I'm doing a new Psych Null module, so
Fuck yeah.
logotherapy should be out pretty soon.
Sweet. Well, thank you.
Yeah.